Hello? Testing? Can you guys hear me? Oh, it's been a very long time since I have streamed. It's actually been a while since I even played Starcraft, honestly. But I guess we're gonna play King of the Tiers. Let's take a look at the brackets. Where are the brackets? Shit. Also, I woke up like 20 minutes ago. I got pinged like 3 times by CPL telling me to check in. I was like, oh shit. Tournament's today, isn't it? Oh. Ugh. Okay, so we're doing tier 2 because I'm a tier 2. Let's take a quick gander at the screen. Let me just first quit out a bunch of tabs that I don't want you guys to see. I have a bunch of work stuff that's still open. Get that out of here. Okay. Well, let's take a look. Oh, fuck. Oh, I don't want to play IJ, dude. Actually, no, he told me that he hasn't played in a while, so maybe I have a chance. Oh, hey, IJ. I actually don't know how much StarCraft you've been playing, but if you've been playing as much as you usually do, I think you definitely win against me. Because I have not been playing basically at all in the last month and a half. I hope I don't have to play Navani. Okay, out of these, I think I can beat Renak. I don't know who Galen and Pop are. I don't think I've ever played Imasakul. I think I've played Flizardo, and I've beaten him. McRibbed, we usually go 50-50, but if he's been playing recently, he probably has the advantage. I don't know who Terabod or Discovery is. Navane just owns me. Oh, you haven't been playing much? That's good to hear for me. But yeah, the brackets aren't final. I hope they are going to change soon. So we can start the tournament. Yeah, brushing your teeth? Yeah, dude, I also like just woke up. But you know, we warm up by playing. Game 1 will be my warm-up game. That's how we always do things. All right, let's see what Staged is doing. No, it doesn't even let me mute it. Okay. Whoa, what? Do you guys see this graphic? How did he do that? Did he just like chroma filter out like the gray from the background of that? That's actually really cool. Shit. Wait, but how would he do that if the background is like this? Is it like a plugin? Why is this open? Okay. What's he saying?
And I'm keeping an eye out on the Discord as well to see where where matches are gonna start and what I want to go with. But yeah, tier 2 here. Let's see here. Some of the names I recognize. McRibbed is on my team. Terabot, I believe, is a Protoss player. These are all people who have buys.
Oh, fuck.
Discovery, I've seen before, but I don't remember anything about his play. And Navain is also a Protoss player and also a caster. And then finally here, let's see here. People who are actually playing Rennick Ronin is going to be crazy. I believe Ronin is a
brackets. He doesn't know the brackets aren't final.
He's a tier 1 Zerg,
He's like so excited to cast Rennick versus Ronin.
Has played off race for this season.
Wait, is it?
Rennick is
Wait,
a pretty
is it
solid
bracket?
Protoss,
Oh, brackets are final. Oh, fuck. Wait, really? But they didn't even shuffle it.
Yeah.
They didn't even shuffle the bracket.
Rennick is Zerg and Mini Rennick is Protoss. Galen and
how could this be? All right, IJ. It's gonna be us.
I don't really remember them too well. And let's see here, Flizzardo and yeah, I'm a Sakul. I'm a school. I'm not sure. I don't know.
So cool.
I'm school, but Flizzardo's a really
okay. I think the brackets are final, IJ, and we're gonna be playing. I'm pretty sure.
Really, I want to say really inconsistent, but in a good way. He's hard to predict. And then RiceHat IJ. That's the battle of the team that I'm on, and
yeah,
IJ's
team
really
kill.
Interesting because he can just play everything. This guy's a grinder. Meanwhile, RiceHat's been improving a lot this season.
Cap. I have not been improving.
Start the season, but now I think he's definitely solidly mid. So that should be a really fun matchup. If we can kibitz that one, I definitely want to see it. Taking a look at tier 1, this is another big one here. I think we've got what's
now. Shut up. Okay. IJ, I'll take a look at what the maps are. I think they posted it in the announcements. Yeah, it's going to be Polypoid, then Eclipse, then Knockout, then Polestar, Neon, Sylphid, and Radeon. Oops, this is the CPL. You know what? CPL screen is better. I don't think it's best of 1. It's got to be best of 3, right? If it's best of 1, then this tournament sucks. King of the Tiers. Rules and other info and announcements. Okay. All matches are best of 1? Fuck! Oh, why does it have to be best of 1? This tournament's gonna be over in like 2 hours or something. Oh, dude, I'm so fucked. Best of 1 with losers bracket. Well, I guess I have 2 chances, but I'm not a best of 1 fan. I am a best of 3 fan. Okay, well, let's fire up the old Starcraft Brood War. All right, see you in game, dude. All right, I'll have to make sure to join that before any of you cheeky fellas in chat try to join it. Man, Dark Moon naming his game CPL. And I'm guessing IJ, you're gonna play Zerg. That's good. Oh, nice. This will be our warm up. All right, hold on. Just. All right, I'm ready. Let's start it, I guess. Oh, this is gonna be one of the games of all time.
Orders, Captain? Roger that. Right away, sir. Affirmative.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Joe McGinn,
Not enough minerals.
I have a feeling we're not gonna win King of the Tiers.
Not enough minerals.
I don't think we're gonna win King of the Tiers, man.
Not enough minerals.
Oh my god, bro, oh my god, I woke up literally 20 minutes ago. And I have barely played since 2025. But I'm counting on the fact that IJ has also not been practicing, so us both not practicing might even out. And I think in a purely even game, my record against IJ has been pretty good. It's not 100%. It's not 70%. It's probably at least 50%.
Not enough minerals.
Reporting for duty. Affirmative. Orders, Captain? Right away, sir.
Oh. Well, that was not optimal mining.
I read you.
There we go. Now it is optimal mining.
SCP good to go,
Additional
sir.
supply depots
Yeah, and I'm
required.
streaming, so it's gonna be even worse.
Roger that. Right
Oh my
away,
god,
sir.
build the barracks, please?
Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Can you scout, please? Jesus Christ.
I read you. SCP good to go, sir.
Alright, I also know IJ likes to
Reporting for duty.
take advantage, or likes to play really aggressive if he sees me go 15 CC, so I won't go 15 CC.
Not enough minerals.
Just get my
SCP
depot.
good to go, sir. Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty.
15 CC is pretty greedy, and I honestly don't even know if I don't even think I know how to defend it properly.
Orders for
Okay,
duty.
so I scout him first, that's good.
Orders, Captain? Orders, Captain? Right away, sir.
Maybe could have gotten away with 15 CC, but
Yes, sir. SCP good to go, sir. I read you. Affirmative. Job
why is he
finished.
chasing my
Right away,
SCP?
sir.
Does he hate money?
Orders, Captain? Affirmative. Orders received. Right away, sir. Orders received. Right away, sir. I read you. Yes, sir. Orders received. I read you.
Not enough minerals.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. SCP good to go, sir. Reporting for duty. Affirmative.
I don't know why my hotkey went away from my command center. Oh, it's because I put the hotkey on 3. Lamau, I'm so cooked, bros.
I read you. I read you. Roger that. Orders received.
Not enough
Come on.
minerals. Not enough
Yes,
minerals.
sir. Right away, sir. Roger that.
Okay, this looks like 2
Not
patch.
enough minerals.
SCP
Not
good to go,
enough
sir.
minerals.
Affirmative. Roger that.
Not enough minerals. Not enough
I read
minerals.
you. Orders received. Roger that. Right away, sir. Yes, sir. Reporting for duty. Piece of me, boy. Captain. Yes, sir. I read you. Reporting for duty. Orders received.
Not enough minerals.
SCP good to go, sir.
Not enough minerals. Not enough
Orders,
minerals.
Captain.
So the Overlord is there. He can definitely see me if I try to move out.
Orders received.
Your forces are under attack.
Oh, what the
SCP
fuck?
good to go, sir. Commander. Orders, Captain. Job. Roger that. Shoot. Commander. Orders, Captain. Yes, sir. Roger
Your
that.
forces are under attack. Not
Reporting for
enough
duty.
minerals.
Roger that. I read you. Reporting for duty. Yes, sir. You want a piece of me, boy? Let's move. Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty. Give me something to shoot. I read you. Orders, Captain. Roger that. Right away, sir. Reporting for duty. Roger that. You want a piece of me, boy? Give me something to shoot. I read you. Yes, sir. I read you. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Standing by. Give me something to
hate best of ones! Why are we doing best of ones in a tournament? All right. Well, this is going about as well as I thought it would. Guess we'll just wait until the next match.
This is a, or that Shafir is in bottom left. That scout came in too fast for it to be a cross-position spawn. Alright. So one zealot out, just blocking the ramp, wants to prevent this from being seen as a 2-gate.
Thanks for the follow.
And the assimilator is coming in, but we don't have the cyber core yet. Shafir is banking for it. And
I will go versus Terabot. Oh my god, he's done already?
He's not gonna have a ton of zealot pressure. Probably 3 zealots here, maybe making 2
What
more
the
when they
fuck
cross
is
the map,
this,
but 3
IJ?
on 2 is not a big deal, and this should have a Dragoon coming
What
in
is
soon
this?
to make some safety. Alright, this probe finally scouting it. Gonna be able to make it up the ramp this time. We'll see the 2-gate. I believe he missed the zealots here, but we're gonna have basically a 3-on-3. This Dragoon should be coming out any second.
Oh my god, I'm gonna have to wait
And
so
with these,
long.
yeah,
Actually,
constricted
Renek
surface
versus
area
Ronin
of the
is
ramp.
ZVZ, so that's
Yeah.
probably not gonna take that
This
long.
is a perfect hold for earob. So this zealot, even microing it
Oh!
back to save the zealot.
Sheesh!
Nice micro here from earob. Gets 1 probe out
actually-
of the entire ordeal, gets both of the zealots.
He does get a
I
probe.
think
That's
I'd
not
like to see him take
the
healthy zealot
worst.
and just click onto the Dragoon, but he's gonna actually send both them in there. If you send the injured
And
zealot
now he goes
after the
to
probes and
kill
the healthy
probes.
one after the
But
Dragoon,
he goes after the gas
sometimes you
probes,
can
which
force
are
them to lose efficiency on micro.
objectively the hardest
We've got
probes
some
too.
probes coming across
What?
here, but no new units here.
Okay,
for
okay, is it just
Shafir.
me? I literally
Getting
don't
2
even know who
probes are, so
earob
that's
is
what he's
playing
been working
against.
on here.
Like, the
And one
fucking
hit
dark
Robo
blue is like the
for
worst
earob.
color. Like, I can't see it.
So this is going to be just kind of moving into fast tech. I do like taking the observatory first, making sure that you can't get hit with Dark Templar because he didn't get a fantastic scout early on.
Dude, the double probes, there's
But,
no way that
we
works.
are
Like,
gonna
we
see
already
if we're
lost,
going
like,
to see more
all of our
gateways coming
zealots.
down, or if we're also going to get a,
But I think
Robo support bay for
opening
Weaver.
3 zealot 2-gate
Regardless, in
is...
2-gate versus 1-gate,
It's
obviously
fine.
the production is in favor
Like, you
of
got 1
Shafir,
probe, that's probably
and you
better
can
than
pretty easily
what you
sustain
would
2 gates
expect
of
normally.
production with the probes that they have.
Actually,
But
I'm
the
not sure. Does
question
1 probe make it
is,
even?
How long is he going to stay on there? And like, yeah, it is.
Also, more
not necessarily all
importantly,
in, but you use most of your minerals on
earob
production when you're
isn't
on
like
2-gate Dragoon with an optional
He isn't
third.
like following up with like
So
masking.
it's just really a question of how you want to transition. Do you take an extra base with your unit
But the
advantage,
fast Reaver
or
might be really
do
scary.
you just try and push the limit with a 3rd gateway? Okay.
Fast Reaver might be really
earob
scary.
playing very defensive here, has the robotic support base, so
Can I
he is going to be
get rid
going
of my
Reaver. We probably are
fucking
going to see a shuttle
bottom
pop
bar?
out, then a Reaver.
All right, there we go.
And I like the obs here. He's going to see the very, very heavy Dragoon advantage that Shafir has. 6 Dragoons right now coming across the map, trying to keep them relatively clustered in pathing. He'll be able to pretty much crush this. He comes across.
Oh my
and
god,
the,
that's such a
Nexus
greedy
coming down
Nexus.
Here for
Maybe
earob
if he gets
is
the
possibly
Reaver
worst
out,
timing that he could have.
maybe.
Because this is basically the opportunity to do
But I think,
critical damage
dude,
with the
Blue
Dragoon
can literally
advantage.
just target
Alright,
down the
Reaver gets caught out,
Nexus,
it's not a
and then
shuttle.
he's like so chilling.
needs to wait for Scarabs to build, but that is going to be serious damage that he can levy. He needs to focus this down. One good Scarab.
No. Just keep fighting the Nexus.
One Dragoon. Driving back has not gotten any real lasting damage yet. Two
Oh
Dragoons
my
down.
God,
Not
no,
even
the
Zealot
Reaver's
dies.
not worth
Really
it. Kill
has
the
a hard time with
Nexus.
hit and run micro.
The Reaver's not worth it. Kill the Nexus. Oh my God,
Coming
guys,
out
I think he
very
could have
much
killed the
on worst
Nexus.
end of this, trying to
I
poke
think he
away
could
the
have killed the
pylon a
dude.
little
If he
bit.
killed the Nexus,
That
he would have been
Reaver is still
so
rather
ahead.
Healthy. It's damaged, but it's healthy. Going to get the pylon. That does set up a supply block, but then this Nexus is
Oh my
going
God,
to
that was
finish,
such a
I
bad
believe.
trade for Blue. He killed like one
Setting up his
Zealot,
own
and
Nexus
he lost
here,
like
decides
2
he can't finish
goons.
the game yet.
Now
Shafir is pretty
we're behind in
down
economy,
supply,
and we're also
but it's
behind in
not
tech.
critical
Because I don't think
yet.
Blue has
Big thing
invested
is
in
he
any
needs to
robo yet.
decide what it is
Okay,
that
okay,
he
so he's
wants to
building
do,
one
and
right
he's
now.
going to be going for late Reaver tech himself.
Okay,
With 4
gateway,
gates.
more
So
additional
pretty
gateways.
heavy on the gateway units, but also deciding to match Reaver with Reaver potentially could also be for like a shuttle play to try and drop in the
Oh,
main
dude,
with Zealots.
earob
But
is
I
doing
feel
well.
like this is most likely just going to be Reaver on Reaver
This is Shafir?
violence.
Okay.
And with the inertia that earob has, having taken the base earlier, having had the Reavers out earlier, I think that earob's going to be in a great position on this. However, the big thing that I'm seeing from earob is he has not actually
That last
expanded
game,
in
as
his
soon as I
production
saw
at
that the
all.
Lings stopped
So
chasing my
he's
SCV,
really
like,
trying to
why
spend
would your
all of his
Lings ever
minerals
stop
on just
chasing the
probing up.
SCV?
He's finally gonna
Like,
start
if
with
you're
these
not
gateways
just
now
gonna
that he's got a
Ling
lot
all
of
in,
surplus,
like,
but it's gonna take
oh
time
my
for
God,
that
I'm so
production to kick
stupid,
in.
dude. I wasn't thinking.
So it opens up another.
Oh, guys, I
window,
literally woke
but
up
Shafir
and then started
really
playing this
doesn't
fucking
have the unit
tournament.
count right now unless he
I haven't
can
laddered in so
capitalize
long.
As soon as the wave of units off these 4 gateways comes out.
Like, why in the fucking universe would you not
Shuttle
just
coming
chase
out
the
here, It's
SCV?
loaded up with at least 1 Reaver. I think it's Reaver and 2 Zealots. So if he can get that to land over here, and he's got pretty good information from having the observers out there.
I should have fucking 8 racks him. What am I
This is
doing?
actually gonna go right over top of
Why'd I
this
think,
third
oh, I'll
that
just play
Shafir
like
is
a
considering
standard
taking.
game. Oh, warm up
He
game,
hasn't set down
standard.
the Nexus yet, but he's put down a couple of pylons just to scout it out. While they're building, they do have slightly less vision, but they're gonna finish up before we get in there. Actually, I'm sorry, they don't have slightly less vision. They have full
Oh my
vision
God,
when
the
they're building,
scarabs. What is
unlike Zerg.
Dada talking about?
So the pylon scouts the
I
shuttle.
feel like I'm really far behind.
It's coming in here on an
But,
intercept
I mean,
course.
I
Has
feel like we're gonna
speed,
see
just finished up.
some murder happen.
Dropping out the Zealot, immediately dies to 3 Dragoons. Oh, that's a
Oh.
huge hit though. 5 probes.
Oh.
Another 3 there. That is a lot
Oh,
of damage.
no.
And gonna be going for the low ground. Can he get a
Oh
sword?
no!
Scarabs,
Oh,
Scarabs.
no!
Oh my lord! 18
Oh.
kills.
Ooh.
18 oh,
Ah!
I think that was 24 total probe kills from
Oof.
earob. That's insane.
All right, I think we're behind.
Absolutely rough for Shafir. I do not like this man's odds.
Well, we have a fuck ton of goons though, but how in the hell are you supposed to break this position? And the pylon is in the way,
Setting up on the pylon
and we're not
here.
even like,
The pre-split dropping
we're not
out
even
the
A-moving
shuttles.
this totally like properly.
Decent shots
But
from the
okay,
Reavers.
Reavers. We also
One
have our
Reaver
own
out there, The
Reavers.
micro from
Ugh,
Shafir is insane, but he
3
loses the
Reavers
shuttle,
versus
manages
1,
to
and we're
drive out before he
attacking
loses
into a choke
everything.
point. It's so
But there
over,
is
guys.
nothing left.
It's
These
so
Reavers
over.
For earob are just eating
Oh.
up the Dragoons. We're going to be seeing a GG any
Yeah,
moment
this
here, I
is,
think. Just from the hold.
This is
earob
unfortunate.
has barely crossed the map with anything but a shuttle. But my lord, was that shuttle damning for this game.
Dada with the
A 40
instant
supply
clip.
advantage in favor of earob, and now it's time for his victory lap. Crossing over, setting up the Nexus here as well. Nice little bit of multitask. He's just going to go ahead and try and finish this game off. I do like the just scattered pylons all over for Shafir, though. Getting a little bit of extra vision. That's actually going to slow down this push. He's not willing to go into the choke.
Yeah.
Instead,
Yeah.
setting up
Oh
these
my
scouts
God!
on the
Why are
top
we?
here.
Why are we keep doing this? There's no need. He's already dead.
Do it anymore.
Okay.
Good game to earob. Those Reavers are nasty.
All right. Let's see.
All right, I believe all of these are just best of 1 though, so that
Oh,
means
this must
that
be, like,
earob
tier 1 or
and tier
2,
1 will be
'cause it's
moving
none of these.
onwards, and Shafir down to the lower bracket. Gonna have to see how that one goes. Now, Dada, because everyone else is already playing, do you want to get our game in, or do you want me to try and hunt for another round?
Oh shit, Dada, what are you doing here?
Right,
Just
we're gonna go ahead and get my own
you're
game
supposed
up
to be
there.
playing
Hopefully it's
staged.
not too whack. I'll go ahead and make. We're on. This is round 2, so I guess we're on Eclipse.
Shafir was asking to play the weak opponents before it started. We gave him
triple check
earob.
the pins here. Yeah, this is Eclipse.
Serves
All right,
him
give me
right.
2 minutes. We'll take a look at the. We'll take a look at the bracket, and I'll get this set up while we're going. All right, though. But still, all right. So out of this, we see that Yakub has beaten Sklur. Sklur is a absolute Protoss
Why
killer,
does it
but
say
Yakub is
100?
probably one of the strongest tier 1 players we have.
All right, it's gonna be between Ronin and
Additionally, Flash for
Terabod.
the win took down.
Oh, I wanted to play
And
Renek.
we should
I
be
think I can
seeing
definitely
the,
beat Renek,
Let's see here.
but
Let me get
I
the
don't think I can
refresh
beat Ronin.
going.
Why is Ronin in tier 2? I thought he was tier 1 now.
All right, we already have people seated down there. So the layout's
Wait,
a
is
little bit
Ronin
broken, but
not
that's
tier
okay.
1? I thought is
anyways, though,
Ronin not B
let me just
rank?
try and fix
Like
that
what?
up real quick, get that
What's going
outta
on?
here. Okay. Yeah, we should be seeing the report then for.
Oh, he's playing
Earob
Terran.
and
Oh,
Shafir coming in in a
what?
moment. Let's check out
Okay,
the other
I guess
brackets
we
too
might
while we're
play
here.
TVT then.
I'm trying to create data, but my game is freezing. Also, Thrive is looking for you in CPL in the Brood War channel. Okay. Unfortunately, I have the proxy bug, but hopefully it won't be a bad connection. The channel is, or the game is staged/1, by the way. Okay, in the meanwhile, let's take a look at some of the other tiers. So, we have not gotten any report yet for
Tier 4 only has
Definitely
3
a good thing I didn't see that.
players.
Alright, we have tier 3 where I'm at INdo over GeForceTesla, and
GeForceTesla?
Bavaria
GeForceTesla? What are we
over
doing?
TNT. Where's Sir
What are we doing in
Bavaria?
there?
I think he's like almost C tier. He's pretty stinking good as far as Zergs go, I think.
Oh, he's Terran now. But isn't he still tier 2?
I am very unsurprised to see INdo moving on, and where's Zerg? I like this guy's play too, so I think that he's I think he's gonna go far. I'd love to see him and INdo play as much as everyone hates ZVZ.
Really?
Let's see here. What do we got? What is GeForce doing in tier 3? I don't know, RiceHat. He's a pretty good player, but like, I don't know. He's also gotten beat up and knocked down by INdo, and the bigger question is, what's INdo doing in tier 3?
Yeah, what is INdo doing? Isn't he also a tier 2 player?
All right, have we taken a look at tier 2 yet? Okay. Learning Terran weakness. I feel you, GeForce. All right. So IJ took out RiceHat. Oh, I want to know how that game went. I'd love to see the replay.
Oh no, you do not want to
Blizzardo
see the replay
over
for that.
Skull?
What?
I like,
Who's gonna tell him, guys?
oh, you made yeah. Well, go ahead and try and make because I'm on the proxy bug.
That's not a cast-worthy game.
But anyways, though, so we got Blizzardo over School. Again, Blizzardo. I thought Blizzardo was tier 1. Now that I think about it, I really like him.
Flizzardo is not tier 1. There's no way Flizzardo is tier 1.
He's 100-0 over Renak.
I'm sorry. Flizzardo, you're not tier 1, buddy. You are about as good as me.
Okay. Hopefully I can get into a game with data. I hope I don't get the proxy bug. Okay, checking out. Ooh. Okay. Hopefully it lands okay. Alright, anyways, I apologize if we don't get too great of commentary during this. I'm gonna be focusing on my game and not on yapping.
Don't worry.
Data, if you're still
Don't worry,
here,
I'm commentating.
You're a bad person. Get out of my stream. Somebody ban this man. Somebody ban this man. Hey, He's gonna knock me out so I can cast. You know what? All right. Let's have a good time, everybody. This is gonna be a clown fiesta. All right, lock in, lock in.
But I guess I'm only commentating from staged POV since I'm not actually in the game. Oh, I should have put myself in the game, probably.
So if there's one thing that I know about data in particular, what in the name of blue?
What the fuck? The split is crazy.
There's one thing I know about data, it's that he doesn't do well in long games.
Dude.
So I do have
Yeah, GG, it's already over, man. Oh, Ronin, did you finish your games?
Floating around, but also
Oops,
not gonna
this is
bank
what I
on
wanted.
that.
I'm just gonna check the bracket real quick. Oh, did you win or did you lose? Am I playing Terabot or am I playing you? Because I play loser of 5.
Not a great build, but one that's actually kind of hard for people to counter. Just because it can get really, really high larva count very quickly.
Terabot and I didn't play yet? Oh, okay, okay. Alright.
Watch him just try.
He isn't responding. But he checked in! Why would he not respond?
Okay.
We're already 30 minutes deep into the tournament. What are we doing, guys? That's something I don't understand about these non-asynchronous tournaments. Like, we literally... You checked in 30 minutes ago and you're not going to respond now? That almost, like... That almost defeats the whole idea of check-ins.
Yeah, the trick on this is you actually don't take gas for quite a while, and it feels so bad, except for the fact that you just kind of turtle up pretty hard. My big question, though,
No drone scout.
Is he going to go for, like, one base layer? That can mess
Oh my
this
god,
up. There's
are we...
also a pretty good timing
Are we
where
taking,
you just
like,
take your gas,
11?
get speed, and then
Wait,
continue
what
mining.
build are we doing? He was yapping about his build, and I just, like, wasn't paying attention at all. Yeah, day 30s are awesome when you're not organizing. God, I'm so happy I'm not an organizer. That sounds so awful.
Beautiful.
I just do what I do best.
Absolutely beautiful.
Yap.
And CDZ on Eclipse, this just feels horrible.
Alright. ZVZ on Eclipse.
Alright, RiceHat's commentating on his channel. I'm looking over at chat when I should be focusing on my game.
Yeah, touch. Dude, I always play like so much worse when I'm streaming because a lot of times in the beginning my build just isn't clean because I'm too focused on... Oh shit, did he miss that? Did he miss the Ling move out? Did he see that? Guys, you saw that on the minimap, right? Oh my god. He might lose the game right here, right now.
Hey there, buddy.
He might lose right fucking now. Oh, that hatchery is so greedy! Alright. Here comes 4. We see that on the mini-map. There's just more and more lings coming across. So we should just keep making lings.
A lot of drones coming, or a lot of larvae coming up soon.
Yeah, dude. When I'm like trying to yap and stream at the same time, I always fuck up my build order. Like it every single time.
Fun, but I'm not
okay,
too
so
about that. I'm just gonna have
bro needs to be careful because even if he wins the Ling exchange, if Dada went for like 9 pull like, fast gas, then he's gonna get his mutas like really fast.
And I kinda don't care at this point. Like,
my assumption is that he's gonna go for like the Evo chamber. I think staged has more lings. Oh, but he has to be careful to micro them.
Lost one, unfortunate.
Labow. It didn't make.
Okay. This is pretty good.
Yeah. If he's now 3 hatch versus
okay, now
probably
let's go ahead
1.
And grab that gas. Get a couple of drones here.
But we're gonna need to prepare for mutas at some point and transition out of this defense. Oh wait, is that? I think those are fastlings, so maybe. Okay, good call on the Ling on the left side. But at some point, we need to transition out of this. We need to prepare for mutas.
Overlord.
Our Overlord is not over their
My
base.
Overlord's in the wrong spot. That's not good. He's definitely going for Muta. He's definitely
Yeah.
going
Get that
Muta.
Evo
He went
chamber.
speed pretty early.
Get that Evo chamber, brother. Is it coming?
Okay,
We're gonna need spores at some point. There we go.
It's pretty obvious at this point that
Can't we just run Lings at him? It's a little scary, I think, because he doesn't have Ling speed.
beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
And I think there's no need
Really,
because we're
really
economically
solid.
ahead. Yeah, Ronin. Ronin's right. Listen to Ronin. He's a Zerg player. But also listen to me, because I'm like really smart.
He has Spire, so I need to
Yeah, he has Spire, so the spores, hello, please, spores. Please, sir. Please, sir, can I have a spore?
As I can mine through this, I'm okay.
Yeah, I can see that you're off-racing the easy race, considering you're tier 2 now.
Minerals for that. Okay. Back over here. I am a little poor. And that's unfortunate.
Yeah, that's a dead Overlord. We're gonna need more Overlords soon, please.
More than a little bit poor, but
Oh, we need a spore
pretty
closer to the
okay as
gas,
far as my setup
the
goes,
gas
probably.
drones.
I need more drones.
Oh, maybe we kill that Overlord in return.
And I need to be able to spot over the cliff here. That should supply block him as well, which is great.
Get fucked, data.
Right.
Oh, fuck.
Really annoying. Okay.
Alright, quick, more Overlord. We're so economically fucked right now.
Okay. Let's go ahead and take these guys out here. Let's give them a little bit of pressure.
Give him a little pressure, you know.
Not a big deal, just a little bit. And one right over here. That's good. And swing it right on back. All we want to do is get to the point where I can actually start making things again. Which I thought I had another Overlord coming, but maybe it's the general lack of effort. Oh god, why do I have so much gas? I need to come off of gas. No wonder I'm so flooded.
No, save the one gas
This is a
piece.
disaster,
You
but
just
that's
wasted
fine.
8
It can
gas.
be a disaster and I can still win.
Alright, we're kind of chilling right now. I feel like I want us to get our
So
lair.
at this point,
I mean, we have all this
the
gas.
case
We might as well
is-
get it, right?
God, really?
Ooh.
Okay, that's really
Ooh.
annoying. I can't actually transfer between my bases. Okay.
Ooh. Hydra?
Hydra's here.
Whoa,
Hydra is,
shit!
like, actually a thing. It's
Okay.
not good.
We're going to Hydra?
And
That's
he's going for the
crazy,
expand
bro.
Here. I've actually pulled him off of my own.
Oh, fuck. Oh, the Lings are in. Go, 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 go. Get
And
drones.
I should get a little bit of damage on drones. Not too much, just like enough to.
No, not that one, not that one.
Yeah, a little bit of disruption.
Okay.
Good
Well,
drilling.
that was
I think he
something.
Actually, just hurt himself. I think he targeted himself.
Hydra, though. We're going Hydra?
And that should buy me enough time, actually, to get a transfer out here. Yeah,
Yeah, I feel... Well,
Now
not
I'm
anymore. We have a
genuinely-
fuck ton of drones now.
I thought I...
Oh.
Sure.
Yeah, we drone super
We're gonna
hard.
go for
But we need the
Hydra
drones if we're going
range,
Hydra, like...
Because of the fact that right now I'm not thinking about mobility, I'm thinking
definitely
about
need
keeping
it.
distance off.
And we need Overlords.
Out of money again. This is not looking good. So yeah, at this point,
We have to be careful with Hydras, though, because
I do not
when
feel
Hydras
good
are,
about my
like, by
prospects,
themselves, they
but
get
I
picked off by
believe that
mutalisks
I
really
have
easily.
the ability to fight back.
Alright, Dada's...
He has
Alright.
to micro those the entire time to hit the drones instead of the...
Staged in here be like, he has to micro those the entire time,
again, that's
but what
not
we
bad.
did was we just looked at it the entire time. So in the end, I think the attention span evens out.
Some armor here because it's going to take
We need Hydra speed as well.
a lot of
And Hydra range, honestly.
One-shot a Hydra. And that's the big thing that I want to avoid at the moment is
Get weapon?
one-shotting
Isn't
this stuff before
armor
I
better
actually
against
max.
mutas? Because
In the meanwhile, let's
because
go
of
ahead and just pop out
the
again real
glaives
quick here,
bounce?
see if he's gone for his third, because he does
No?
have map control.
Hydras deal damage to big units. Mutas are small units. But isn't that like, okay, if
Third's
you
coming up. See
if
can
you
take
as a
that down
Hydra
real
deal
quick.
10
That's
damage
not
and then you
going
deal
do a
5
lot of
damage to
very
mutas,
quickly.
and then you upgrade it to 11,
Oh,
does that mean you deal
beautiful.
6 damage?
Kill the drone.
Or does that mean you deal like still 5 damage? Because if you still deal 5 damage, then that's even worse.
Love it. This is exactly what I wanted for my birthday. Thank you,
6?
Santa Claus.
Okay, I see, I see. Oh! Upgrades don't care about unit size? I actually didn't know that. I actually didn't know that. So it's just the base damage that gets affected by unit size.
It was just kind of like
We have a
reflex, I think.
fuck ton of units, by the way.
One more OV. I do need to go lair, but at the same time, just kind of... I've lost to this style before. It is very, very, very frustrating. I do need to just kind of stay turtled up for another moment or so, though. I can't afford to go out just yet. But stopping him from taking expands is important and really useful.
Yeah, we definitely need to do that at some point,
Just go
but
ahead and scout it again because we know he wants it.
I'm not sure I like this move because we want to get critical mass.
Here, what do you got? More
Like
muta?
this is a composition where you have to get critical mass.
You saw me crossing. But I am a crossing guard. I also have...
Oh, we might get a cancel on this. This might be
Hydra
big.
speed finishing up, and I have armor. Go, 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 go.
Oh, he even came back for this,
Yeah,
but it
we'll
might
take
still
it.
get the cancel.
Okay, so
Nice!
once again, stopped him from getting that. That's awesome.
Dude, it's crazy how much Staged is commentating and
Yes, I
yapping
am
right now. Like,
losing lings on this. Like, I'm preventing him from getting the advantage that he really wants.
it's actually kind of impressive. I feel like if I was yapping this much, I would play like complete garbage.
Armor is almost
Like,
done.
it's
I
like
think I try
I
and
would
move out
actually
on
play so
armor and,
bad.
Like, 2 or 3 control groups of Hydras.
I do kind of yap, but not nearly as much as this. Data needs to go Lurker Defiler? That would be hilarious. Yeah, it's like he's playing campaign. That's just how you have to play though. Like this kind of play style, you just turtle and build up, and you move out when you have critical
Also, go
mass.
for a little bit of Lurker, I think. It's not like that great, but at the same... no, I don't want Lurker. I do want Spire just to be able to, get... Whatchamacallit?
Nah, Spire's for pussies. What are we doing?
Surge. Essentially deal
Oh,
with
the
his
talk and
all
play. Yeah.
abilities.
Like he's talking and playing like he's... Bro, Staged is a streamer, man. I think 2 control groups of Hydras though is a
And
good
let's go
number.
ahead and check out for one more time here, and see if he's going for his
Are
third.
we aligning this with the upgrade timing? How are we on our armor upgrade?
I am pretty dang poor.
Ooh, that's a good thing.
Okay, so yes.
Wait, he's going... Whoa, oh my god, he is going Lurker Defiler. Alright, let's go. Let's kill this guy.
Let's get
Yeah, I know, right?
another cluster of Hydras, and let's go with a big ball of...
Dude, we literally have 3
Hopefully
control
end the
groups of
game.
Hydras. We should go for the natural, not the third. Fuck that shit, bro. You saw the 2 lurkers morphing there. Morphing?
Drones there.
Like, we should just go for the natural because
I
there's
think I
no
wanna go for
fucking
the
way we
third.
can kill 2 lurkers on a cliff.
Not entirely certain of the best place to attack.
Don't ask who coached him, ZVZ. Was it you, Ronin? No, it wasn't you, probably. I think it must have been Vermin, but I don't know if
But also
Vermin
make
would
a
ever
quick check over
advocate
here, make
this.
sure he's not taking fourth.
No, bro! It's time to go!
not
It's
that
time to
bad.
go! It's time to go! We gotta go! We gotta hit before he can get lurkers.
Oh,
No. Fuck that,
Okay,
fuck
so
that,
he
fuck
did
that. Go to the
move up.
natural.
And that means he's probably got lurkers over here.
Oh my god, kill the overlords. Go, 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 go.
We can at least hit some of these overlords, though. Yeah, this is a lot of damage we can get on that. Just pull back a little bit, try and get some damage up here. Focus, back out. Overlord come in here.
Dude, Dada's just bleeding units.
Good timing.
We are just
Location
kind
in.
of taking damage, but... Lamau! Let's go!
A ton of damage out of this, actually. This is crazy.
More hydras, more hydras, more hydras, more hydras.
I thought I killed
Oh, that was a
Okay, that's
stacked lurker.
Back it out.
We got tricked.
What are you...
I think that was really good for us though. Like,
I have plenty
we
more
traded out our whole army,
thing.
but he lost like 12
There,
lurkers,
it'll
bro.
only be the ones that aren't mining.
Let's keep going. He might have taken his lurkers off of his third base.
I should have gone for the third with some ling.
Are we back? Are we back up? Hello? Are we back? FanDuel Casino. Good luck, Ronin. FanDuel Casino. Imagine gambling. Dude, we're owning. Where's our overlord, though? I'm trying to cast from, like, the top right screen. Like, this little section.
Up 2 armor on his mutas.
Wait, we have... those are our mutas? We're cooking so hard right now. We are cooking so hard. We're cooking so hard.
Don't care about them. The big thing here is...
Oh, crazy.
And now, come up here, try and crush.
No, 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 no. No, 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 not the hydras, not the hydras. No need, no need, no need. Okay.
That's great. Holy smokes, I'm actually doing it.
Stage doesn't even believe himself. He's like, what? Am I actually gonna win? Oh my god, nothing in the main. Dude, it's so over for Data, bros. It is so over for Data.
I'm actually doing it. This is crazy.
He's like, I'm actually doing it.
Here.
Alright.
Just back it out.
Back it up. Back
The
it
whole point
up.
of this is just to force him into a situation where, like, all that he can do now is, I need to research lurkers.
Honestly, you don't need to
So
research
I've
lurkers,
taken
but you
out
can.
a boatload of drones, like, all over the place. Unless he's got a extra base over
Oh
here, I
my
think
god, dude. The micro is insane.
here. Back it out. Want to be able to harass.
Yeah, check the other bases. That's a good
harass,
idea.
harangue, and just generally be annoying. I saw something up there. I think it was just a overlord, maybe a drone, but okay. And I need another hatch. Yeah, this.
Dude, we
is
have so
working
many
way
units.
Better than it should be.
What do you mean it's going better than it should be? You're literally about to win. What are we talking about here? Staged, man.
Okay. Need another upgrade here. Let's get a couple of overlords moving forward so we can do that. Quick check over here, make sure you don't have anything.
Oh, I think
Check
my
back
game
to
is
third.
ready now.
He's gonna try and pull back into lurkers. I'm not stupid. Yup. Very much red. Let's also go for hive.
Alright, it's gonna be my game. So let's let's get into the game. Yeah, there's no way Staged loses that. Like, he's literally one A move away from winning. He's one singular A move away from winning. Come on, Brood War. Where's my Brood War? Okay, while my game loads, I'll use this screen. Is it gonna be on US West? Galen 123. Galen. Are you sure it's supposed to be on Eclipse? Oh, okay. I guess this is technically round 2. I hope he isn't Protoss.
God Gamer alert! God Gamer detected!
My Starcraft! It's frozen. What? Do I have Eclipse? I do. I'll do the same as him. TVP on Eclipse! I get Ling rushed out of game 1, and then game 2 is going to be TVP on Eclipse. Alright.
I read you. Affirmative. Right away, sir. Orders received.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Hello everybody, I am Staged Games. I'm playing my King of the Tiers match, and I'm commentating while I play.
Not enough minerals.
More wallable position? I'm not walling, bro.
Right away, sir.
Fuck that shit.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
SCV good to go, sir.
Not enough minerals.
SCV good to go, sir.
Alright, 9 depot.
SCV good to go, sir. Roger that.
Not enough minerals.
SCV good to go, sir. Roger that.
Well, he hasn't taken my gas yet, so maybe he's not gonna gas steal me this game.
Not enough minerals.
Okay, no gas steal.
Not enough minerals. Not enough
Galen
minerals.
hates winning, man.
Not enough minerals.
Don't worry though. There's a lot more chances for him to take free wins.
SCP good to go, sir. Roger that.
Yeah, there's the probe. Okay, it's like
Not
a
enough
normal probe
minerals.
timing. I'm gonna be fucking annoying
Report for
with it.
duty.
Oh my god, are you serious?
Roger that. I read you. Affirmative. I read you. Roger that. Affirmative. Right away, sir. Affirmative. Job finished. Orders, Captain. Reporting for duty. Orders, Captain. Roger that. Reporting for duty. Orders, Captain. Roger that.
Not enough minerals.
I read you.
Your forces are under attack. Not enough minerals.
Yes, sir.
Not enough minerals.
Right away, sir.
Not enough minerals.
Job finished.
You know, I welcome the forward gate. Bring it.
Not enough minerals. Not enough forces are under attack.
Orders, Captain. Roger that.
What's up
Yes,
here?
sir.
Cybercore? That's really late.
Right away, sir.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Yes, sir.
Give me some of this shoot. Outstanding. Jacked up and good to go. Rock and roll.
SCP good to go, sir. Reporting for duty.
Jacked up and good to go.
Orders, Captain. Yes, sir.
Jacked up and good to go. Go, go, go. Let's move. Outstanding. Let's move. Jacked up and good to go. Let's move. Commander.
I read you. Orders, Captain. SCP good to go,
Let's
sir.
move. Jacked up and good to go. Commander. Outstanding.
Reporting for duty.
Standing by.
I read you.
Commander. Rock and roll. Jacked up and good to go. Bring it on. I dig. You want a piece of me, boy? Commander.
SCP good to go, sir. Roger that.
Give me something to shoot. Outstanding.
Yes, sir.
What do you want?
SCP good to go, sir. I read you.
Not enough minerals.
Orders,
Not
Captain.
enough minerals. Add-on complete. Not
SCP
enough
good to go,
minerals.
sir.
Good to go.
Orders, Captain.
I want to do like
Minerals.
the most delayed FD anyone's ever seen.
Reporting for duty. Right away, sir.
I feel like I landed so much damage on his first 2 units that I should be able to get away with this.
Reporting for duty. SCP good to go, sir. Affirmative. I read you.
Ready to roll out. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Destination. Moving.
Orders, Captain.
Not enough minerals.
Absolutely. Jacked up and good to go. Orders, sir. Delighted to you, sir.
SCP good to go, sir.
Research complete.
Yes, sir. Moving. Yes, sir.
I read you.
Yes, sir. Delighted to, sir. Yeah.
Your forces are under attack.
Proceeding. Yeah. Identify target. Delighted to, sir. Something on your mind? Delighted to, sir. Absolutely. All right. Bring it on. Destination? Absolutely. I reach you, sir. I dig. No problem. Destination? Moving.
Yes, sir.
Identify target.
I
Your
read you.
forces are under attack.
Destination? Bring it on. What do you want? Orders, sir. Yes, sir. Absolutely.
SCP good to go, sir.
What do you want? Oh, is that it? Yeah, I'm going. Identify target. Yeah. Identify target. What do you want? Orders, sir.
Research complete.
No problem. I dig. Yeah, I'm going.
SCV good to go, sir.
Orders, sir.
Yes, sir.
Something on your mind? Yeah, I'm going. No
SCV
problem.
good to go, sir. SCV good to go, sir.
Your
Report for
forces are
duty.
under attack.
Too bad.
SCV good to go, sir. Orders received. Job
So from this
good to go,
position,
sir.
he could pretty easily go Reaver,
Yes, sir.
which is kind of scary.
Orders,
Not
sir.
enough minerals.
Moving.
SCV good to go, sir.
Sir.
SCV good to go, sir. Right away, sir. Job finished. Orders, Captain. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Not enough minerals.
Roger that. Job finished. Orders received.
Not enough minerals.
Right
Because
away,
he's not
sir.
taking a third yet, though.
Your forces are under attack.
How good he is.
Reporting for duty. Yes, sir. Roger that.
All right, bring it on.
Let's go 5-fact anyway.
Job finished.
Channel open.
Orders, Captain.
Calling online. Yeah? Oh, is that it?
SCV good to go, sir.
Channel open.
Job finished. SCV good to go, sir. Orders, Captain. Reporting for duty. SCV good to go, sir.
Your forces are under attack.
Reporting for duty. Affirmative. I read you. SCV good to go, sir.
Not enough minerals. Your forces are under attack. Not enough minerals.
Reporting for duty. Job finished. SCV good to go, sir. Orders, Captain.
Not
Roger
enough
that. Job
minerals.
finished. Job finished. Orders, Captain.
Yes, sir. Destination.
SCV good to go,
Your
sir.
forces are under attack.
I read you. Affirmative. Orders, Captain.
Orders, sir. Identify target.
Report for duty. Orders, Captain.
Your forces are under attack.
Systems functional. Target designated.
SCV good to go, sir.
Calling
Add-on complete.
Report for duty. Yes, sir. Job finished. Orders, Captain.
Channel open.
Job finished.
Not enough
SCV good
minerals.
to go, sir. SCV good to go, sir.
Ready to roll
I
out.
read you. Affirmative. Orders, job finished. I read you. SCV good to go, sir.
All right, bring it on.
Additional supply depots required. Additional supply depots required.
Report for duty.
So he's going Arbiter. And because he has DT on that, we might have to just turn this into a 3-base game, which sucks. Because I have very low confidence in my ability to win that.
Orders, sir. Yes, sir.
I read you. I can't deal with that.
All right, bring it on.
Orders, Captain. Job finished. Roger that.
Calling online. Systems functional. Target
Report for duty. Roger that. I can't deal with report for duty.
ready to roll out.
I read you.
Enough minerals. Base is under not enough minerals.
Identify target. Eliminated, sir.
Report for duty.
Calling online.
Orders, Captain. Orders, Captain.
All right, bring it on.
Orders, Captain.
Sir.
Report for duty. Affirmative. Roger that. SCV good to go, sir.
Ready to roll
Additional
out.
supply depots required.
Report for duty.
Yeah, he's going.
Additional supply depots required.
Something on your mind? No problem.
I read you.
Oh, go ahead. Is that it? I dig.
Report for duty.
are under attack.
Job finished.
Rosie.
I read you.
Your forces are under attack.
I read you, sir. Oh, is that it? No problem. I dig. Oh, is that it?
Job finished.
I dig. I read you, sir.
Your forces are under attack.
Yeah? Destination.
Good to go, sir.
Yes, sir. Moving. Proceeding.
Your forces are under attack.
Yeah? All right. Bring it on. I read you, sir. Destination. What do you want?
Reporting for duty. Yes, sir. I can't build that. Orders, Captain.
Ready to roll out.
Reporting for duty. Yes, sir.
Systems functional. All right. Bring it on. Go ahead, Town. Systems functional.
Upgrade
good to go,
complete.
sir.
Add-on complete.
Yes, sir. Job finished. Job finished. Orders, Captain. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Delighted to, sir.
Yes, sir. Orders, Captain. Reporting for duty.
All right. Bring it on. Ready to roll out.
SCV good to go, sir. Job finished. Reporting for duty. Right away, sir. Orders,
I
Captain.
think he's preparing for a recall.
Reporting for duty.
I have no proof.
All right. Bring it on.
Reporting for duty. Orders received. Affirmative. Finished.
Your forces are under attack.
I read you, sir. Oh, is that it?
Job finished.
Your forces are under attack.
Destination? Yes, sir.
Complete.
Yeah, I'm going. I dig. Orders, sir. Move it. Delighted to, sir. Ready to roll out. I read you,
Job
sir.
finished.
I dig.
Job finished.
Yeah, I'm going.
I read you. Reporting for duty.
Your forces are under attack.
Job finished.
What do you want?
Insufficient phosphine gas.
No problem.
I read you. Orders, Captain. Affirmative.
All right. Bring it on.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Orders
Ready to
received.
roll out.
Yes, sir.
Systems
SCV good to go, sir.
Yeah? Yeah, I'm
Job
going.
finished.
What do you want? Oh, is that it? No problem.
SCV good to go, sir.
Yeah, I'm going.
Job finished. Job
Ready to
finished.
roll out.
I read you.
Insufficient phosphine gas.
Orders, Captain. I read you.
So he hasn't done a single stasis yet.
SCV good to go, sir.
Oh, is that it?
Reporting for duty. Orders received. Away, sir. Roger that. Reporting for duty.
All right, bring it on.
Roger that. Job finished. Job finished.
Yeah?
Job finished.
Greetings, Command. Ready to roll out. Destination?
Your forces are under attack.
Yes, sir.
Research complete.
Delighted to, sir. On your mind?
Job's finished.
I dig.
Job's finished. Job's finished.
Greetings, Command.
Your forces are under attack.
I dig. No problem. Yeah, I'm going. I dig.
Your forces
Something
are
on your
under
mind?
attack.
No problem.
Okay, so he has stasis.
Roll out. All right, bring it on. What do you want? Identify target.
Target designated.
Orders, sir. Destination. Ready to roll
Your
out.
forces are under
Identify
attack.
target. Proceeding. Yes, sir. Orders, sir. What do
forces are under attack.
Calling online.
Identify target. Orders, sir. Destination. Proceeding.
Your forces are under attack.
Proceeding. Bring it on. Delighted to, sir. Ready to roll out. Yes, sir. Roger that. Report for duty. Report
Your
for
forces are under attack.
I read you. Yes, sir. Transmit orders. Ready to roll out. Good to go, sir.
Not enough minerals.
Bring it on.
Not enough minerals.
Systems functional.
Report for duty. I read you. Bring it
Not
on.
enough minerals.
Roger that. I can't build that. Ready to roll out.
Your forces are under attack.
Here?
Upgrade complete. Your forces are under attack. Your forces are under attack.
Reporting for duty.
Not enough minerals. Upgrade complete.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Headquarters. Destination. Identify target. Orders,
Your
sir.
forces are under attack.
Identify target. Delighted to, sir. Identify target. Bring it on. Yes, sir. Delighted to, sir. Commencing.
Your forces are under attack. Your forces are under attack.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Excellent. Move it. All right. Bring it on. Yes, sir. No problem.
Not enough energy. Not enough. Your forces are under attack. Not enough minerals.
Identify target. Sir. Oh, is that it? Something on your mind?
Bro! He literally threw away all of his units! Am I just not allowed to punish that ever?
Orders, sir. Bring it on.
Your forces
He
are
threw away everything! I'm not allowed to move out after that?
Why are we still here?
I don't get it! I don't fucking get this game!
Your forces are under attack.
I literally don't understand!
Your forces are under attack. Not enough minerals.
What do you want?
He's so bad! This is you can lose to players because they're bad! I prove it!
Something on your mind? Ready to roll out.
Your forces are under attack. Not enough minerals.
Say GG.
What do you want? No problem. I dig. Oh, ready to roll out.
Your forces are under attack.
I dig. Destination? Yes, sir. All right, bring it on. Absolutely.
Your forces are under attack. minerals.
Target, moving.
Not enough energy.
Ready to roll out. Something on your mind?
I read you.
Not enough energy. Not enough energy.
Orders, Captain?
Insufficient gas. Not enough minerals.
Identify target. Yeah. No problem. Transmit orders.
Your forces are under attack.
Report for duty.
Bring it on. Let's roll. Heavy one missile. Yes, sir.
Your forces are under attack.
Orders, sir.
Not enough minerals.
Sir. All right. Bring it on.
Your forces are under attack.
It's so hard to play fucking 3 base on Eclipse. Okay, but like, if Protoss has these two corners, and I crawl all the way up here, I feel like I still lose. Here I mistakenly thought I won the game. But it just takes one bad fight for me to lose everything. Yeah, I should have just I don't know, cuz it's like I can't just let the Protoss expand and take the whole map. But I also can't push. It's so weird. I don't understand. What a terrible... Man, fuck this, dudes. What is the optimal positioning on Eclipse? Is it just supposed to be as far forward into the third as possible? can we even build obstacles up front? There's no buildable terrain. Yeah, maybe I'm supposed to just build a lot of shit in front of the Nat and have most of my siege tanks outside the third. That's the only thing I can think of. Man, I was so worried about recalling on top of, like, my factories. But there's just so much other shit that I can easily lose to. Oh my god, I even had the vessel positioned over top my third. I was like constantly checking the minimap for the recall on the third. But the Arbiter literally just came from the bottom. Oh, I hate Starcraft! Fuck this game! Every single time. Honestly, I think it's easier if they go carriers at this point. Like, I think carriers are unironically easier to deal with. What am I doing?
Why are we still here? Just to suffer every night.
Okay, well, that was... I mean, I thought... I knew I wasn't going to win the tournament. But I thought it would at least be better than that. Okay, well, let's see if we can cast some games, I guess. Hey, Navane. How are you doing? Aren't you playing your games? Or did you... Oh, you got a limit? Wait, what? Didn't you play Galens? Like me and Galens literally played 5 minutes ago. And I was just sitting here... fucking moping this entire time. What, do you like 2-gate you? Like center 2-gate or something? You did? Oh. And it didn't work? Yeah, holy shit, that was fast. All right. Ziggy Stardust and Return are talking in the King of the Tears chat, so I'm going to see if I can cast them. Yeah, I just asked. Oh, they might have just started. Fuck! Tell them to restart?
No overlord speed is actually going to kill me.
I don't know why. I feel like in StarCraft 1, I've never once, like, overperformed in a tournament. I feel like I underperform every tournament I play in. And by a lot.
Definitely over storming, but does it matter when he has this many units? I don't know.
Anto versus Thrive?
Chill here for a moment. I'm losing overlords.
Where can I find that?
I am doing a good job of spending everything, just because I don't have anything left to spend. I thought I had you here.
US West channel?
Pretty good control overall. Like, not great, but pretty good.
124, 124.
It's fine. Try and get some chase down if we can. Nothing too crazy. crazy, nothing too aggressive. Yup. Back into the lurkers. I have...
Alright, staged. Good luck with your game, man. Oops, not this one. Well, it technically is. Actually, maybe I should use that one. Because it is king of the tiers. Oh. Maybe Yakub and, wait, who is that? Hold on. I want to pull up the... There's so many brackets to pull up. This is a tier 1 game? Yakub versus JJ Sayre. Oh, they don't want me to cast it. Fuck my ass, dude. Okay, sure. Yeah. Oh, this is not going super great for staged.
I hotkeyed you. Why are you not hotkeyed? Get over here.
Yeah, this is just a feature of me playing Starcraft Brood War that's very different from Starcraft 2. I feel like when I play Starcraft 2, I always perform really well in tournaments. But in Starcraft 1, I perform really poorly.
Hey, the good news is, that means we can,
like,
go ahead and,
yeah, I don't know. When I play StarCraft 2, I generally play like 200 or 300 MMR above, 200 or 300 MMR above what I am.
All right.
But dude, when I play Brood War in a tournament, I fucking lose every game. I think it's probably just because in StarCraft 2, I'm a lot better at dealing with cheese.
That are up and live. Let's all see where we're at too. So
I'm not sure actually. I think StarCraft 2 the cheeses are easier to execute.
Best of 5.
And I don't normally practice cheese, but I feel like in StarCraft 1 the cheeses are harder to execute. At least if you're Terran.
Okay.
There's not a lot of good ones.
Moving on. Yeah. Pretty
pretty impressive. Like, both those players are super.
Just made? Okay. What's the password? Oh, okay. Don't look, guys. Just waiting on him. Okay, he's coming. This is a fast tournament. That's the one nice thing about best of one tournaments is that they're fast as hell. They're fast as hell. The T2 tournament, we're already in the semifinals. Yeah, I hate it though as a player. It sucks. Bro, I cannot believe that this is how I lost. I got Ling rushed game 1, and then in the bottom bracket, I just lost to TVP and Eclipse. And it's not even like past lunchtime. No, yeah, sitting there in an arc is a strat on TVP Eclipse. That game, I just thought that I killed enough units that I could move out, but I did not kill enough units, and my move out was bad. It's the shit in the middle that like split my army in two, and then I didn't notice that he was counterattacking until it was too late. All right, looks like Dada and Indo have successfully coordinated, and now we're gonna start. All right, we're gonna start our very professional cast. Spawning on the top left of Knockout, we have Indo, and on the bottom left of Knockout, we have Dada. And now I want to know what exactly... Fuck you if you go carrier. Carriers? Okay, honestly, I think Arbiters are harder to deal with than carriers. Fuck you if you go carrier was back when I played Starcraft 2. as Zerg, because carriers are so unbelievably hard to deal with as Zerg. But honestly, carriers are hard to deal with in StarCraft 1, but I think Arbiters are harder. I think Arbiters are harder, unironically. But let me just check the bracket real quick. I want to see where we're at. I think this is the lower bracket game, because I'm pretty sure... Excuse me. I'm pretty sure Dada lost to Staged. Dada won? Wait, what? Alright, something happened that last game. There's no way. What? Okay, alright. We'll talk about that later. This is actually the upper bracket. Round 3. Not semifinals, round 3. But, alright. So we're playing ZVZ. Both players seem to have gone for fairly standard build orders. Although, wait. So I think INdo went for the 9 pool, no speed. Or 9 pool speed. I don't know what the timing is exactly. And Dada... Here, listen to me trying to pretend like I know what the Zerg build orders are without actually paying attention to the game. Anyways, main point is INdo, I think, is looking to expand. There we go. Because a lot of his buildings are late. And I think Dada went for a much more classic 9 pool. Oh my god, I'm trying to click these links so it would follow them. There we go. Oh, Lord. Welcome back, Ronin. How is your games? Alright, so we have 4 lings out for INdo. This is a number that is significantly less than 6, but with these 2 coming from the backside here, he should be able to shoo this away. Oh, but he has to be careful. You don't want to get a you want to get as good of an engagement as possible. And now that the drones are here to help, he should be able to fend this off, but wow, saving both of his drones is pretty impressive. But Dada actually does not like lift his foot off the pedal. He's going to keep going. He has 5 lings now. And I think INdo might have accidentally either made a round of drones, or he just didn't macro correctly. So now we have a little bit of a ling advantage for Dada, but the ling advantage is not that significant. As soon as another pair of lings hatch, he should be able to fend this off. And they do hatch, and he does fend this off. Behind this, Dada getting his Spire as quickly as possible, INdo getting a layer of his own. But I think the layer is fairly late, so he might need to go for like an Evo chamber. Alright, the Overlord now coming in. He should be able to get a full scout and know exactly at what point the Spire will finish. He should at this point realize that the Spire is going to finish way before his. Excuse me. So I am expecting an Evo chamber to come up or a big ling attack. One or the other. Nice victory, by the way, Ronin. Good job on your games. Currently only 6 lings out on the field. The rest of the 10 gonna stay back and defend. I'm assuming these are probably just out here to scout, maybe to see if we're taking another base. And now it's time for the ZVZ conga line setting up. Oh, good pick off on a singular ling there. Another... Not quite. Oh, this is intense. The ling micro. The rest of the lings are now here, and I feel like INdo might be able to just completely bust through this position here. He does slip on by as Dada attempts to plug in the gaps. There are so many lings, and we just built a hatchery. Oh no, this might be really bad, and we're actually targeting down the Spire, and all these lings here are not responding to what's going on here. The Spire goes down. Oh my god, I think INdo got this. I think INdo has this. Galen, I will observe your next game. Yes, I think this game is going to finish fairly soon. Okay, the sunken finishes. So these lings shouldn't be able to do that much more damage. Is that one Muta? Yeah, one Muta is out and we have no Spire. We didn't even need the Evo chamber there. So INdo actually not as ahead as I previously thought. I kind of thought he would have his Spire by now, but he does not. Or at the very least, already started a Spire. But his one advantage is that he does in fact have 2 bases. Oh. Yeah, get that Spire up. Come on. We need it really bad. Like, we can't have one singular Muta decide the game for us. How many drones do we have? So we have, like... That's like 8 drones. Here we have 5, 6. Okay, so we have much more drone power on the side of INdo. I'm very surprised he's not trying to turn this eco advantage into a tech advantage. Because we did just eliminate the Spire, and in that time, Dada rebuilt his Spire. He just rebuilt it. Like it was nothing. I feel like there was definitely a timing there where we could really catch Dada. But unfortunately, the timing is lost. And now Dada has mostly rebuilt his air infrastructure. So INdo actually going to be forced to commit to his spore colonies. Good thing for him though, the spore colonies are very well placed. But that is not going to stop Dada from coming in and just breaking the neck of 3 drones immediately. Bit of a larva cancellation there, but here we go. I don't know if we're gonna try this again. One of our mutas is very low. Honestly, we don't need this many mutas to snipe drones, so you could probably just like leave the low muta behind and just go in for more swipes. All right, finally INdo is getting his own Spire. Yeah, I think having the Scourge there is also kind of an unnecessary risk. But oh my god, that was really not worth it, I think. 3 mutas for 3 drones. The original attack in was really good, but I really don't think we needed to commit again. 3 hatches on 1 base? What is going on? I don't... Is that common? I feel like that's not something that normally happens. Dada continuing to put on the aggression. I mean, that is the right choice given the circumstances. He doesn't have ling speed, so these 5, 6 lings are going to be able to slip on by. 1 sunken colony is back here to defend, and 4 lings might plug up the choke point before INdo has a chance. No! He slips right on through, and these lings with speed might be able to get a lot of damage done despite the sunken colony being there. We just have to target down drones. Here we go. First one being targeted down, but the mutas come back just in time to save it. This attack does nothing. Behind this, though, third hatch coming up for INdo. The Spire has in fact finished, and because we could be potentially mining on 2 gas, we're not quite mining on 2 gas yet, but because we could potentially be, the longer the game goes on, the better it is going to be for INdo. right, speedlings are now finished for Dada. He's going to stream them across the map, and I think we're going to try to go for some kind of bust. One sunken colony is not going to be enough to defend this many lings, but we do have 7 mutas in the sky. I think 7 mutas might be able to deal with all these lings, but we'll see how much damage they can do before that happens. These lings come charging through the sunken colony, putting in a lot of work. These lings blocking his opponent's lings from getting in, and a lot of mutas have sort of come forth here. Dada actually A-moves his own mutas into the defense here, but 3 spore colonies and 7 mutas is more than enough to deal with this, and Dada just decides to tap out. GG gets called. And INdo takes game number 1, which just so happens to be the only game in the series. Worst Zerg BR? Oh, McRibbed versus Galen, and you couldn't end up casting that? Is a little unfortunate. Oh, is Staged casting that? Well, it seems Stage isn't doing anything. Okay, if Stage is casting McRibbed versus Galen, maybe we can cast INdo versus... What was this? Worst Zerg BR? Or we can cast JJ Sayer. Oh, no, he doesn't want... I think he didn't... Did he? Was he the one who said he didn't want to be casted? I don't remember. Ronin is waiting on opponent. Yeah, Ronin's going to be waiting on opponent for a very long time. Oh no, I think Stage is casting earob and JJ Sayer. If we're casting worst Zerg and INdo, I feel like we're doing a lot of ZVZs, which is unfortunate for you guys because I don't know shit about ZVZ. I know a little bit. I've played a little bit of ZVZ. Every single game I basically go 10-10, like 10 hatch, 10 pool into Ling attack, and it's been not the worst for me. Or are you playing GeForceTesla? I already told INdo I was gonna cast him. Or worst Zerg Bavaria. But if you want to wait for a ZVZ, yeah, I'd also be down to cast you versus GeForce. They seem to be pretty convinced it won't take long. Yeah, right? Okay, never mind. They're saying eat first. Okay, I'll cast you in. I'll go. All right, we got ourselves another game. GeForce didn't respond immediately. Dude, the Spire snipe was super clutch, but I feel like you didn't actually take advantage of it. I was sort of expecting you to slap down your own Spire once you killed his, but you actually just full committed to the spore colonies. You were really poor that game. I mean, that's what happens when you build 6 spores, right? Like, that's literally so many. But it worked out. It worked out. Yeah, Dada was actually more poor. You could have mostly just turtled in your base for the entire duration of that game. Oh, I see. Yeah, I guess that's a valid assumption to make, but no, he made 1 Muta. Dada literally made 1 singular Muta. All right. Fresh from his defeat in the last game, we are now in the lower bracket. Spawning on the bottom left, it is Dada. And on the bottom right, our Protoss player turned to the light side. It's GeForceTesla. So, first of all, what is GeForceTesla doing in a Tier 3 King of the Tiers tournament? So I've been a little bit out of CPL for the past month. Did he get demoted into Tier 3? Is that what happened? Because if so, I would feel very cathartic. Because, bro, Terran's so hard, man. All right, he's going for the wall off. I don't think I ever beat GeForceTesla in a TVP. But we'll see. Terran not hard. Okay, T2 player. Do you want to play TVT then? You want to play TVT later? Alright, so we're going for pool first opening as Dada. I think this might even be a 9 pool. So already I feel like GeForce is going to be ahead. Only if he defends this well. Only if he defends this. I think on Knockout is actually like a really nice map to wall in because you can just make a very simple wall like this, and it should only have 1 hole up here. I've seen people also go for the Depot Barracks wall, which is an interesting wall that I don't know how much I like. But here we go. 6 lings are moving out on the map. The drone is going to come in here and start building a hatchery. So we're basically not really committing to this attack at all. We also, I guess, have not scouted our opponent in the slightest. We're going to, unfortunately, come across him on this side. So this is actually even worse here for Dada. The lings are going to be super late. His Overlord is... Bro, look! Just look! You should be looking at the mini-map. You don't need to look at your lings to be able to tell where they are. Oh my god, this Overlord might die for this. Oh my god, this Overlord might die for this. This is a huge disaster. This is a giga disaster. Actually, this could be a magnet. Okay, Overlord dies, but the Marines have not moved back down. Oh no, this is a giga disaster. This is a giga disaster for Data. There's no question about it. The Overlord snipe, the Ling rush that, oh, it still has potential. So 2 Lings died, but 6 are still here, and GeForce might not be paying attention. This is all going to come down on whether or not GeForce is actually paying attention to his wall. Oh my god, Data, we cannot be bleeding Lings. We cannot be bleeding Lings. Absolutely not. Fast factory here from GeForce. So this is actually a 1-1-1 build or some kind of factory opener. No, it's not a 1-1-1. I think we might be going 2-fact Goliath. So the Vulture comes out. He's gonna be met with a whole bunch of... Oh, he sneaks by. He sneaks by. Dada is now going to panic, maybe. Sunkens are gonna come down. 1 creep colony. A second one would probably be advisable in the main base because the Vulture is just gonna run past unless we are able to block this ramp. Oh my god, the Overlord actually comes in to make it even harder for the Vulture to get up here. This is very smart. Oh my god, the miss. The miss. The miss! Yeah, the ramp is really strong. And this Sunken's gonna finish anytime now. So we're gonna have to probably retreat with the Vulture. Nope, it just dies. It just dies. Machine shop finishes as well as armory. So this is gonna be the Goliath build. Very classic. Lore accurate ZVT. But you know, economically, Dada is not doing the worst. In fact, he actually has quite a number of drones that have started to mine on the bottom side. But I think the tech is very far behind. Spire still isn't even started, I think? This is an extremely, extremely late Spire. I think we might even skip it at this point. Like, I don't even know if it's worth it. But we'll see what he does. Spire is coming down, finally. And I think Dada might just die to the Goliaths. I'm not gonna mince words here. I think the Goliath build will kill him. This is the latest Spire I have ever seen. This might not end well for him. Oh, third base though does come down, so we are planning for the late game here. But at this point in the game, Dada's position feels very screwed. I think we're going to have to play the next couple of minutes essentially perfectly. Now the good thing about Dada is I feel like GeForceTesla, it also feels like he's a little bit behind. But wait a second, are we moving out with 4 Goliaths and a floating barracks? This is actually an incredible timing because the Spire hasn't finished, but I don't know if we can actually do anything because there's a sunken colony here, and I don't think 4 Goliaths can beat 1 sunken colony. Each sunken colony deals 30 damage to the Goliath, which is insane. It kills it in like 5 shots. But on top of that, we also have Lings protecting. I'm not sure 4 Goliaths can kill this. But Dada has been playing very, very greedy. Here we go. The Goliaths come forward. They start hammering down on this sunken colony here. Good target fire on that. No, I think he might be forced to pull back. Yeah, there's no way. He was really close to killing this Sunken, though, but I don't think he could have committed any further anyway without losing the Goliaths. But the good thing for him is that he forces 2 more. Forcing 2 Sunkens with the initial 4 Goliaths is very good. It's very, very good. More Goliaths are on the way, bringing the number back up to 5. But with the extra Sunken colonies here, I think we're going to need a siege tank to be able to bust through it. Do I like TVZ or TVP more? I think I think there's no question I like TVZ more. I was gonna say, like, maybe TVP, but, dude, like, it's just, TVP actually, like, makes me want to, like, end myself. Like, it's so fucking hard. At the very least, when I play TVZ, I feel like when I'm ahead, I can win the game. When I play, like, TVP, I get ahead, and then I have the mistaken belief that I can win the game. And it just makes losing feel so much worse. Like, there's been more games in TVP where I got ahead and lost than there are games where I got ahead and won. Like, I swear this is true. So we're gonna go for the mass muta strategy here against GeForceTesla, and honestly, it might work. I think something odd must have happened in the build of GeForceTesla, because he does not have nearly as many Goliaths as I feel like he should at this point in the game. Although 2 in the very start did get killed, but this, you can attack into 3 Sunkens and a bunch of mutas. Like, if there are more than 2 Sunkens, I feel like you need a siege tank. You need a siege tank to break it. Good idea, though, floating the barracks up here just to basically check on the status of the defenses from data. This should basically confirm to GeForceTesla that he can't attack into this. The third base, though, is completely exposed. Okay, first siege tank is out. It's gonna start hammering down on these Sunkens, but we have so many mutas that we might be able to just come in here and attack. 5 factories are now starting to pump Goliaths continuously, so the timing for data here to kill this army might be just basically here and now. And look at this, we're gonna go in. A bunch of Lings actually coming in with the attack, but this should be more than enough mutas to deal with this push. This is like at least 2 control groups worth of mutas. We even have a turret here to aid in the contain, but unfortunately it's not going to do nearly enough. The mutas clean up GeForceTesla without any issue. And Dada has mostly bounced back. This game, within the last 4 or 5 minutes, went from like Dada's definitely lost to GeForce has definitely lost. I don't know if GeForce can come back from this. He basically lost his entire ball of Goliaths, and this is really a matchup, like, especially if you go mech, this is really a matchup where critical mass is just so important, especially when you're fighting mutas. Dada isn't microing this even like a little bit, though, so GeForceTesla kind of has a way back into the game if he trades as efficiently as he can. Maybe? No, there's too many mutas. I think Dada's just too ahead. Like, he has 3 gas. He has a ton of drones. GeForce has been doing good on the SCV making, but there's just so many mutas. Okay, there are 4 turrets in this base. At some point, we need to stop being wasteful. Dada. Okay, all right. Yeah, we lost a ton of mutas there, but these mutas are going ham on this mineral line, so I think Dada is still in an unlosable position, especially now that the Lings are starting to come up. think we're going to need to throw pretty hard as data for this game to go sideways. At this point, we're just completely all in, but we're not actually all in because our opponent is just so far behind that, yeah. I think at this point the game is over. We're being so wasteful right now. Like, we just lost 7 mutas to 5 turrets. But these lings on the production is going to make it really hard for GeForce to come back into the game. His one saving grace is data is basically just A-moving. Like, there's basically no tact in this attack. He's just A-moving everything over. And I think at this point the attack might start to lose steam if he's not careful. Oh my god, Dada, we can't lose the mutas like that! GeForce is actually feeling good. Yeah, this is a very clown game. But GeForce actually feeling confident enough to drill his SCVs back down into the natural. If he can get some turrets up, I think he might be able to retake the... Maybe be able to retake this? Behind this, Data is getting the Hydra Den. The Queen's Nest is up. I think GeForce might have completely forgotten that he has a base there, because I think at this point he could have already started mining with like 10 SCVs at this location. But I think he just noticed it right now. He's building a turret, which I think is not a... I think you don't build turrets there because if Zerg discovers it, it doesn't matter how many turrets you have. That base is undefendable. Completely undefendable. So you basically just pray that he doesn't discover it. Hydras are out. I guess we're not going to go Lurkers this game, but I think the Hydra's transition is smart. Yeah, it would be crazy if Terran wins this. But honestly, for the past like 4 minutes, Dada has been doing nothing but bleed units. Like these 3 to 4 turrets have killed probably like 16 mutas single-handedly, which is, I think, an unacceptable amount of losses to take. But GeForce is also a little bit overconfident here. I don't think he can actually move out into the map like this. You basically just have to like turtle up and defend because you're so far behind. I don't know how all in GeForce thought Data was, but it was not all in enough to safely move out. Alright, so Data coming in with these Hydras, and this might be the death blow because the turrets in the main, you basically don't need to micro the Hydras nearly as much. Although this is, yet again, another amazing position for GeForceTesla to be in. Just occupying the high ground, the SCVs coming in from behind. Alright, never mind. You can throw this game as Dada still. There's still ways. There's still ways. But only 1 tank so far for GeForce. If we can get like 2 control groups of Hydras, I think maybe we can end the game. But I think, yeah, make Dada write letters to all the families of his fallen soldiers. True, dude. Dada actually like needlessly sacrificed so many mutas. They just kind of flew in here and died. I think if he camped the mutas here and did even like the most basic micro, the game would already be his. But now we're going to try and attack like 24 Hydras into this, probably the best defended position possible for 1 siege tank and like 10 Goliaths to take. Like there's a trench here, 2 depots blocking here, a huge horde of Goliaths here, and the siege tank on the high ground that protrudes upwards. The only thing that GeForceTesla could do to throw this is to attack across the bridges. Which is exactly what he's doing. Alright, so Dada actually goes and A moves in, but he might be taking a... But GeForce might be baiting him a little bit, forcing Dada to attack across the bridges, but there's no siege tank support with this army, so I don't actually know who wins this. Second siege tank does, in fact, come up, and I think with this support, Dada should be able to... Or not Dada, GeForce should be able to clean up this army. Yeah, there's no way. All right, we have ourselves a game, and I think GeForce might be able to take this, especially since Dada still has not figured out that this base exists. I think he also set his rally over here and didn't reset it when he decided to go back to droning. So a bit of a miss rally here, gonna be quite costly for him. Drone count check. About like 14, 15 in the main, but only 1 mining gas. 10 here with triple gas saturation. Triple gas saturation with like 8 or so there. Now it's going to be 10 if these drones turn around. I think both players are just like being way more aggressive than they need to be. Like, there is no reason for Terran to move out with this pitifully sized army. But it might actually work out because Dada has no units. Yeah, he canceled the hatch. He canceled the hatch. GeForceTesla gonna move up here. If he can take a position here and kill all of this, I think he wins the game. Oh, he's actually just going to siege on the ramp here. I don't know if I like that choice, because it basically prevents these Goliaths from being able to block the siege tanks. But this siege tank on the high ground is actually tanking so much damage. And Dada, with a bit of miss micro, he actually retargets the Hydra, so they're no longer attacking the siege tank, and the siege tank survives with 15 HP. It's a disaster! It's a disaster! Oh my god. If Dada loses his base, oh my god. This is incredible. I mean, he's already killed like every drone here. But I think Dada should be able to eventually clean this up. Alright. This is cleaned up here, but we're 3 base versus 3 base, and one of our bases as Zerg is not even mining. Careful, don't want to lose these Goliaths right away here. We need them to protect the siege tank. Dada gonna try and come up here and do a little bit of poking across the trench, but it unfortunately only results in 1 Goliath death. And I think Terran has got this. Zerg was just too wasteful. Too wasteful. Like, also, like, this base is completely left unattended, but even if GeForce didn't build this base, like, you cannot be that wasteful with your units. Like, we literally lost 16 mutas for no reason. Like, it wasn't even a trade. We just donated them. This is a good flank, though, coming in from both sides, and GeForce just doesn't have any units here because most of them are actually coming up this side to try and attack this base again. GeForce actually playing, like, his mech game as if it's bio, like, trying to attack everywhere at once, put on as much pressure as possible. Or maybe he's playing this like a Protoss. The one Sunken here actually going to get some value against all possible logic. And I don't think Dada is going to be able to defend this. Like, this is just too crazy of a choke point. Yeah, these Hydras are going to get nothing for their troubles. Oh my god, Dada's bleeding so many units at all points in time in this game. I almost want to check the units lost tab. Do you know what I really wish was a feature inside Brood War is a unit's value lost. They have that in Starcraft 2, and you can sort of see as an observer who's trading better and by how much. I feel like the units lost tab would be like twice in favor of GeForce at least. Resources lost, I mean. There was a resources lost. Soon it's going to be 4 base against 2 base. Completely unacceptable for Dada here. Oh, he's going to see this and be like, well, GG. I don't think there's anything Dada can do at this point. Oh, this wall has a hole in it big enough for Hydras to go through. He's going to come in here and snipe that tank, but with 5 Goliaths with 1/1 upgrades. 2 of them are, in fact, attacking from the high ground and the factories that may or may not be producing enough reinforcements to be able to deal with this. And all these Hydras here should be more than enough to clean this. SCVs are very good against Hydras because Hydras only do 5 damage per shot against them. Yeah, the SCVs clean house here. And that might be the last chance for Dada to even think that he has a comeback potential. Like, there was no comeback potential at this point in the game, but after losing all those units for nothing, I think, like, you can't even cope enough to think that this is in any way even a remotely winnable position. Especially since the minerals here are actually running out. We actually down to 1 patch in the main. Okay, well, this is a really good position for these Hydras to take. I think Dada might be able to clean this army up. But at this point in the game, GeForce literally doesn't even need to push out. Like, this army doesn't even need to be here. Alright, well, we're going to try and attack into the top right once again. They need caster for T2 final. I'm pretty sure this game is going to end, like, right now. Like, there's no way Dada comes back from this. Like, even Fantasy would have GG'd at this point. Even Fantasy would have GG'd. But thank you for letting me know. I will tell them. This is we're basically just waiting for Dada to GG. Like, there's no way Dada comes back. He's trying to take this secret base. Oh, we actually have Defiler now. But the Defiler might instantly die. Yeah. Okay, there's no way. There's no way. All right, Dada, it's time to GG. It's really time to GG. There's literally not even any money left. And this is an impossible position to break because we're going to have to attack through the double bridges. There is no universe in which Dada wins this fight, but we'll see. Actually, if he attacks through here, which he isn't, I can see him winning this fight, but he's attacking through the double bridges. GG. And we will be casting the finals for T2. All right, we're gonna need to get the game name. Very cool to have the name of the to have the password in the name of the game. So we are gonna see McRibbed versus Ronin. I think. Let's take a look at the bracket. All right, let's do a little bit of a bracket review before starting. So, oh, I am on bracket. Okay, cool. All right, a little bit of a review here. So McRibbed, starting off in round 2, beats Galen, and then Ronin, or sorry, then loses to Ronin before coming back from the losers bracket, eliminating Flizzardo, Galen, and Discovery. Meanwhile, Ronin beating Renak, Terabod, who was a walkover, beating McRibbed, then Discovery, and now back to the finals. All right, hold on. Let me just... There we go. Spawning on the top right, the person who says Terran is in fact easy. It's Ronin. And on the bottom left, McRibbed. And actually, I want to change one thing before we really get into the cast. Okay, we're gonna do this. Let's see here. And it's gonna be Ronin Terran versus McRibbed Zerg. The map currently is Radion. This is CPL 12. This is CPL 12, right? yeah, it's CPL 12. CPL 12. This is King of the Tiers T2 CPL 12. How about that? Does that look good? Yeah. And this is the finals, and we are 0-0. All right. Okay. Because we're casting this live, we don't want the replay blocker, so let's get that out of there. Yeah, Ronin is T1 Zerg. Ronin Zerg is actually really good. Like, I think he got to B rank with Zerg. But now he's off racing as a T2. As the easier race. But we're going to see if he can actually put his money where his mouth is. Because McRibbed is a very, very tough opponent. This is actually a very interesting SimCity here from Ronin. And it makes me think... Makes me feel like Ronin is wanting to take... to do some kind of factory play. But no, it looks like he's just going to... Generally, you want your barracks to be around here. Because you want to, when you build turrets, you want the turrets to be able to cover the ramp as well. Basically, when the mutas come, you want turrets to be covering both mineral lines, the production, and the ramp. Those are the 4 like most abusable spots. Oh, it's Ronin 1-0? Okay. Oh, 1 point lead. Okay, that's how we're doing it. Sure. Yeah, so the 4 most abusable spots for Mutalisks to attack is the ramp, the mineral line, the production, and the mineral line. But if you put your production really close to the ramp, you can build turrets that basically cover both. They basically cover both. So it's possible that McRibbed might want to abuse the ramp here, because normally you don't actually place turrets at the ramp. You just place turrets at the production, and it just so happens to cover the ramp at the same time, right? That's at least how Terran players think, right? When they're building turrets, they're like, okay, I need them in 3 spots, production and mineral lines. Yeah, turret at the ramp is also quite important, and it just so happens that for the most part, you want your production near the ramp anyway, so that's how it works. Bunker is being built for Ronins to stop any kind of cheeky early game aggression, which is the exact kind of aggression I lost to when I played InsideJob 911 USA. But because we're cross-spawn, and also McRibbed is generally just a really standard player, we shouldn't be seeing this game go for like 5 minutes and then end immediately. Alright, comsats are starting to come down. eBay has finished, so has the Academy. This is making me think we're going to go for some kind of +1, 4 or 5 racks kind of play. SCVs are already starting to be sent out to build 4 barracks. Meanwhile, back at the Zerg's base, we have our Spire finished. We did build 1 sunken, I think a little bit unnecessarily. But of course, it's always better to be safe than sorry. I think if your opponents are cross-spawn, you might not be able to see the initial potential move out of 4 Marines, which a lot of higher level Terran players like to do. McRibbed, in this case, also taking the 3rd base at this location. I'm actually a little bit surprised he decided to go for that, because usually you want to take another main. But Radion is like a big, wide open map, so it's possible he just didn't feel confident in his ability to defend a second main base. This is a highly defensible location, right? Like, it's close to your natural. It's got the upwards ramp. Alright, we're coming in here with 4 mutas so far. We do in fact kill 1 Marine, which is pretty impressive. But the 5th, 6th, and 7th mutas are now joining in. Turrets have started to be built, and this is a very appropriate location for them. It does actually, in fact... Oh, I think he lifted the barracks and then planted it down here. Maybe the barracks was initially put there to defend against potential 4 pools. So that's actually an interesting choice. McRibbed's Mutaflock now up to 8. We should be able to one-shot any unit that comes our way here. Picking off the Marine there is always good, but Ronin manages to catch the mutas here. And he does a good job of shooing them away. Factory being built at the natural of all places. We just scan the main base. We see that there is no further tech here. McRibbed is pretty... he held down the muta button for a while. But Ronin, +1 having been finished and the 4 medics now being out, I think he might feel confident enough to try and push out onto the map here. 8 mutas are more than enough to dog this army here, so it's going to come down to the micro. He has to be careful, though. The rally point being set where it is, he could accidentally bleed a bunch of mutas to Ronin if Ronin pushes out far enough. But here we go. The mutas come in, snipe another Marine. He's going to come in for another swoop, but doesn't quite get this one. For some reason, not all the mutas fired at the same time. This is unfortunately a fairly common issue for Zerg players to deal with. But McRibbed doing a very good job of just keeping Ronin at his base. So the factory is built, machine shop also built. We're going to scan again to see how far the tech has come along for McRibbed. I think if we're going for a tank push, it might not come in on time before McRibbed is able to get Hive Tech out. I think he's going to go for some kind of crazy Zerg attack. But now Ronin is really coming out onto the playing field here. We're going to snipe that Overlord, forcing McRibbed to add another one to his control group here. And McRibbed actually doing a very good job of dealing with this, whittling down this Marine ball. I think if we're gonna go for a tank push, we cannot afford to lose. We cannot afford to lose any Marines beyond this. Hive is on the way here. And I think, unfortunately, McRibbed seems to have lost track of where the army is. He does, in fact, get 3 Marines in one swipe. This is a very good Muta Micro, but Ronin actually turning back with his army here and gonna ball up once again to try and properly defend these Mutas. But the Muta count is actually growing to such stupidly high numbers that I don't think this bio ball can really survive if we micro this correctly here. So we're gonna come in here. The medic doesn't quite get picked off. We're gonna pick off another Marine, but Ronin gets a Muta behind this. He's doing a really good job of keeping this army together and basically moving out whenever McRibbed isn't paying attention here. I think if he gets out far enough, it could be really, really, really bad for McRibbed. So this Overlord going to spot that the Marines are actually mostly across the map now. Only 10 mutas in this muta ball here, but more are down on this section of dead space. Is Ronin going to... Okay, 3 tanks actually out for Ronin, and the science vessel not quite done. But McRibbed actually pulling the trigger here. 2 control groups of mutas going to come in here and clean this up. No micro needed. And these medics are actually going to suffer an unfortunate death as well. Ronin's army a little bit too, what's it called? A little bit too out of position here. A bit scattered. Losing that much bio is unfortunately not going to be good for Ronin. And also being pushed all the way back here. The Greater Spire, we're going Guardians. We are going Guardians. I think Guardians is an excellent choice against someone who's going Siege Tank and only has 1 starport blinking. Does he know, though, that Guardians are on the way? I don't think he does, because if he knew, he would not be trying to push out here. Or not push out, he would not be building vessels out of this starport. Pushing out here might be a good decision, because if you push out against someone who you know is going Guardians, it's going to force them to build Guardians closer to their base, which is something you don't want to do as the Guardian player. But Hydras are in fact out, and unfortunately, McRibbed is bleeding them out. Ronin actually picking a lot of them off, but being forced to siege out in the middle of the map is never something you want to do. Guardians are being morphed on the right-hand side here for McRibbed. And Ronin taking a very far forward position here. If McRibbed can defend this push with mutas only, he's going to be in an amazing, amazing position. But he doesn't actually need to do that because Guardians are, in fact, out. We're going to spot them at this point here. And I don't think this army out in the middle of the map has the necessary firepower to be able to deal with 10 Guardians. Is so many. Double Scourge here. Out to deal with the science vessel. We're gonna suicide it in right away. Cloak being researched for Ronin, but it might be too little, too late, as the Guardians are already basically at Ronin's throat here. These 2 tanks coming out, but unfortunately gonna die right away. This science vessel does not nearly have enough irradiates to be able to deal with this properly. I think this might be the end for Ronin. Unfortunately, if you're going for a tank push, you cannot afford to bleed out units before your main push. A lot of this matchup, especially a lot of matchups against Zerg when they go for mass muta with muta micro, you have to have critical mass. It's just a game of critical mass at this point. One Wraith not going to be nearly enough to deal with this many Guardians. Hydras are already out as well. And Scourge. There is no Overlord with this though, so... I guess that's the copium that Ronin might need. But I think the Wraith is not going to be able to kill all these Guardians before his own cloak runs out. That is the literal... We're kind of coping really hard here. Yeah, single Wraith cleans everything. Okay, second Wraith does come out. Third Wraith as well. But yeah, this one runs out of cloak, dies immediately. And I don't even think McRibbed needs to build Guardians at this point. Like, he just wins with the RB that he has right now. GG. Nah, Dada's GG timing was... I'm not going to say anything because Dada's here. I'll talk shit behind his back. Oops. So we're going to count one on the board here for McRibbed. We'll see when the next game comes. Yeah, that was good muta micro from McRibbed there. Dada, you were not close to winning the mid game. You had already won, but I think you were very, very overconfident that you already won. That was a bit of overconfidence, I think. I mean, if it wasn't overconfidence, then I don't know how else you can explain losing 16 mutas to turrets. Oh, it's the meme. Was it overconfidence? I only ever seen that in like Artosis chat. I don't know if it derives from Artosis or if it's like a meme from somewhere else. It's old? Okay. If it's an Ardo meme, I don't think it's that old then. Unless it was like a 2010 Artosis meme. Unless it was something like, what is Artosis? Like, that's an old Ardo meme. But I feel like a lot of the memes that are parroted in his chat was like invented in the last 4 years. All right. I think there's an ad break in 10 seconds, Twitch is warning me. But good thing that the players aren't even here yet. So, have fun with your ad. All right, game number 2. Spawning on the top right, McRibbed, fresh from his initial victory in game number 1. Must be feeling pretty confident after that because it was quite a convincing win. And we're just going to have to see what the player spawning on the bottom left, Ronin, has in his mind to answer that. This should be a best of 5. This should be a best of 5. Where's the ad break? It's in progress right now, but I don't know. Maybe you have Twitch Prime or something. So, this is a funny place to put the depot. Oh yes, Gamba. Yeah, so far McRibbed is like, it's 1-1 because McRibbed did in fact lose a best of 1 against Ronin to start off. But it is possible that he hadn't quite found his stride at that point. Ronin actually like sim citying like it's a TVP. He did this last game too. Don't really know why. Yeah, the one is legit because Ronin did beat him in a best of 1 earlier, so that's what counts towards the finals. That counts towards the finals. All right, we're going to scout up here and see the Overlord. This should basically indicate to us where the Zerg is, unless he missed the Overlord, but I think he didn't miss the Overlord because he's not sending out a second SCV, so he knows exactly where McRibbed is. And the timing of that should also indicate to McRibbed that Terran is in fact cross spawn once again. That's always you love to see it as Zerg. I think cross spawn is almost always better for non-Terrans, right? Like Protoss does better cross spawn and Zerg does better cross spawn. Simply because Terran focuses a lot of its gameplay in both matchups around pushes, and it's much harder to push when it's cross spawn. So Ronin this time deciding to go for a fast factory, so he's really doing the TVP thing here. But no, this is also like a legitimate build for TVP. We saw in that game, GeForceTesla against Dada, 2 Factory Goliath is very common. Is a very common build order that Terrans like to pull out against Zergs. This build order, of course, starts out with a singular Vulture. This Vulture isn't supposed to do damage, but it can. But it's mostly there to scout and fend off any kind of wings. And we'll see what McRibbed has to answer this. I know in my own best of 7 series that I've played against McRibbed, he definitely knows how to handle mech and mech-based play. It's definitely not like his strongest suit, but he knows what he's supposed to do. And I don't know how well practiced Ronin is at this kind of playstyle. Although, to be fair, it is a much easier playstyle to execute than SK Terran. So it's very advisable to go for 2 Fat Goliath builds if you're just starting out learning Terran. Yeah, don't lose the Vulture. We need that. Bunker does come up. 3 Marines are ready to go inside once they have woken from their slumber. Terran Armory is coming up before the second factory, but I expect the second factory to be put down at around now. Here we go. And eBay has also started to go down at a very interesting location. I expect it to be lifted off immediately. That's probably why it was put in the forward location to begin with. What is McRibbed doing behind this? He is going for Spire. Basically droning up for like playing the greediest possible, like playing in the most greedy way possible, because we literally haven't even built a single pair of lings. Like, McRibbed is just feeling super comfortable at this point. We have 8 drones in the natural, 2 gases mining, no third on the way quite yet, but we do have a in-base third hatchery. I think we're gonna go into mass hydras promptly after we get our initial mutaflock, or once we believe we built enough mutas. eBay is out and dancing, doing a little dance up there. I think that wiggle might be a little bit too intense for my computer to handle, because for some reason just started dropping frames. The vulture is dealt with, but not before we see mutas coming across the map. Turrets are already completed. We have 2 at each. We only have 2 turrets defending each mineral line, and no turret defending the ramp, and no turret defending the factory. But the factories are very tucked into the corner, which is very annoying if you're Zerg trying to camp the production at least. But here we go. 6 mutas are out. The initial turrets should be more than enough to deal with it. But only 4 Goliaths, and none of them have range, so we're gonna have to be a little bit careful there. Floating Bear's gonna make its way across the map for some scouting. And McRibbed isn't really committing to the mutas here. We have 8 out on the field, but no more after this. Unless we're building more mutas here, which we might. The third base is coming on the way here in a line down. I'm surprised we didn't try to go for this turret here. It looks a little bit vulnerable. But I think it is smart not to commit too hard with the mutas, especially if we're not making that. So far, only 10 are out. Yes, that is 10. One of these mutas are very low as well. And I expect Ronin to start his factory explosion fairly soon. Yeah, we need to make the factories before the Rax dies. I've had that happen to me before where, like, I'm about to, like, go up to 5, 6, 7 factories, and then, like, I just can't build it, and I'm like, oh, fuck, like, I floated the barracks, and it got killed, like, disaster. So, unfortunately, as McRibbed, we don't actually have any units outside of the Terran base to watch for any move outs, so we might actually be completely... Oh, no, we had this Ling. We had a buried Ling here. The Muta Micro against Goliath looks a little bit different as Zerg, because you need to keep a much larger distance before committing, and you can only really pick off units if they're, like, really straggling. Like, completely separated from the main army. I don't know if Ronin knows that McRibbed has this base. This is more than enough to defend his main. But, yeah, we don't know about this base here. Forcing 4 Sunkens, though, always a big success for Terran. If that happens. Alright, we do not have nearly enough mutas to try and engage this group of Goliaths here. That's actually quite a big mistake. Gonna lose 2, 3, 4 mutas. I don't remember how many muta death sounds I heard, but we lost quite a number of them and damaged quite a number more. And Terran has basically not lost a single Goliath since the game started. So this Goliath ball is going to become very, very, very scary once the push has officially started. Unfortunately for Ronin, though, it seems like we didn't we didn't build any extra factories before the barracks got killed. We did build another barracks here, but we've been basically on 3 factory production this entire time. But that's not going to stop Ronin from attempting a push here. A lot of Goliaths are moving out. We have 4 Sunkens at the ready. But these Goliaths, I think they're looking for the 3rd base of McRibbed, and we simply don't know that the base is here. So McRibbed might actually be getting away with murder here. I feel like he's on 25 SCVs. Let's do a bit of an SCV count. So we have about 10 SCVs here. And we have a little over 10. So yeah, 25 seems like an accurate assessment of Ronin's economy. And it really isn't a very big economy. 25 SCVs. Now I see why we're only on 3 factories, right? Like, if we don't have that many SCVs, we actually can't afford 5 factory production on 2 days. But alright. The Goliaths are still roaming the map here. McRibbed has random lings buried outside of vision, so he has a fairly decent idea of where Ronin's army is at any point in time. Ronin does, in fact, see this base here. There's nothing defending this base from the top side, but for some reason, Ronin is being a little bit indecisive with his army here. He needs to go right away to try and punish McRibbed for this greed. There's like no way Zerg should be allowed to get away with building 1 Sunken to defend a 3rd base like this. 2 more Sunkens are in fact getting built, and Ronin might be making a mistake here, trying to attack from the bottom side instead of the top. But if he gets there fast enough, it might not matter because 2 of the Sunkens are still not done. We're starting to move up here. McRibbed's units are completely out of position to defend this. The first Sunken does in fact go down, and these Goliaths have mostly just made their way up here successfully. Mutas do start raining down here, but unfortunately a couple of them come from the wrong side of the map here. It is possible that McRibbed might lose this base here. The final Sunken is starting to finish. And I think Ronin decides this base is not worth it to attack into. 12 Goliaths, I think. No, with these extra mutas here, it's not going to be enough to attack. So McRibbed does, in fact, get away with this base here. And Ronin, I think he's in a little bit of trouble. His economy is not very large. In fact, I think he might have transferred a whole bunch of SCVs over down here, so it's not even mining efficiently at this point. He's going to go for another big attack, but there are 5 Sunkens here, and it's going to be more than enough to defend whatever McRibbed has coming. There are no tanks out on the field either, so he can't siege it down the same way that GeForceTesla did in his game against Dada. So I think Ronin might just like try to attack into this and fail completely. Oh, no. He's doing the smart maneuver and coming up from the top hand side here. There are no Sunkens to defend this base from this side. So it's going to be completely down to the mutas here. 2 Hydras actually also reinforcing, and McRibbed actually doing a very good job of coming in from basically 1 point of the Goliath ball here so that not all the Goliaths will be firing at the same time. And I think McRibbed has enough mutas to completely clean up Ronin's attack. And now Ronin is in a lot of trouble. He is in a lot of trouble. McRibbed at this point just has so many units. His economy is supercharged, basically not taking any damage to drones here. Or his drone's not taking any damage. He still has basically 2 control groups worth of mutas, but also he's starting to pump out Hydras as well. And Ronin only has 1 tank out. This 1 singular tank is not going to be nearly enough to defend this attack. Unless McRibbed throws away all of his mutas. Unless all the mutas die to 4 turrets. That's the way that I think McRibbed can throw this. All right. So we have actually a whole bunch of mutas going to come in from a weird angle here. Not the angle Terran was expecting, but he might get the snipe on the first science vessel. That's huge. Oh my gosh. Ronin going from being on the back foot to now I think the game might actually just be over. We really needed that vessel to deal with mutas properly. I don't know how Ronin is even going to be able to defend the mutaflock, let alone the hydras that are going to come raining down onto the natural here. This is a very scary position for Ronin. I would give his chances of winning to be at like 5% at this point, especially given the fact that McRibbed actually micros his mutas. We actually kill a building out front here. McRibbed actually approaching this very carefully. I think he's pretty happy with just setting up a contain, mostly to start off. These vultures are going to come out, but they're not going to get anything done, especially with these hydras streaming across the map here. The one saving grace for Ronin is that if he turtles well enough, he might be able to push out and take this third. But at that point, I would have expected McRibbed to have already to be like on 6 bases, right? Like, I don't know. Things are looking very grim for our Terran player, for our Zerg player turned Terran. Fighting uphill as well is also painful. And I think at this point, we are basically just waiting on McRibbed to pull the trigger in A move. All right, all our control groups are set up. Let's go. Big attack here from McRibbed. Gonna send everything down onto the low ground here. That's a ton of hydras and a ton of mutas attacking at the same time. 2 turrets, a bunker, and 3 tanks gonna put on a lot of hurt for this Zerg. The trade is gonna be very inefficient, but I think McRibbed just has enough units to completely bulldoze the entire position for Terran. Yeah, there's also nothing in the bunker. Ronin going to take a position here on the high ground. This is going to be a hard position to break, assuming you don't have mutas, but unfortunately that assumption is immediately proven false, and the muta ball takes care of the tanks easily. And Strider class, also known as Ronin, is down 2-1. Yeah, no GG from Terran. He's going the salty Terran route. Either that or he's talking in ally chat. Just did it for the audience? Okay. That makes sense. Yeah, it seemed like the build order was a little off. But it's always a good switch up to have. Unfortunately, I think McRibbed is is quite experienced dealing with mech. Just waiting for the game to come back up. Actually, let me check if we're taking a break or not. Doesn't seem like it. Yeah, this is live. This is live. Yeah, Ronin, it's a best of 5. Alright, the game is up. This is going to be game 4. We're going to see if Ronin can bring it back. He definitely has the capability to beat McRibbed. Because he was the one who knocked him into the lower bracket. But unfortunately, these victories for McRibbed seem to be very convincing. Yeah, please, please don't watch the cast, bro. Casters are ready. All right. Spawning on the top right-hand side of Polestar. Down 1 and 2, it is our Terran player, Ronin. And spawning on the bottom left, our Zerg player, McRibbed. It is a little bit cathartic watching Ronin go down 1 and 2 after talking so much about how easy Terran is. Now I feel like we're starting to see McRibbed start to really get into his comfort zone and kind of show Ronin just how hard it is to play Terran. Yes. But let's see. I mean, this is a really early SCV. I think Ronin's going to attempt a kind of 8 racks. No, we're just going straight for the depot wall off on the low ground here. Personally, I really don't like walling off on any kind of top position because the Marines spawn from the bottom, and I hate that. I hate that the Marines spawn from the bottom. It's just, I don't know. It feels so unsafe. But you know, McRibbed hasn't really been that aggressive these couple of games. So I think Ronin, if he does this, he can mostly get away with like a 15 command center even. Actually, no, he's cross spawned, so he won't be able to scout that it's that McRibbed is doing. Actually, McRibbed is even going like 9 pool or over pool. This might be overpool. I'm not sure. I wasn't paying enough attention. Fuck! Yeah, the wall is very bad against 4 pool. Although I have seen ASL players 4 pool against a wall and lose. That has happened before. It's incredible to see, but it's happened before. Yeah, this does look like an overpool, especially now that we have this hatch out and the lings are still not popping, so... Overpool going to be very, very ineffective against if we're going to try and do any kind of damage. I think the reason why McRibbed went through the overpool is because we're game 4. Ronin is down 2-1. I think it's not... I think it's very common for Terrans in this position to go for something aggressive like an 8 racks. But that's not what Ronin did. I think he feels fairly comfortable playing just a straight up bio game. Although I'm not sure if he has exactly a plan to deal with McRibbed here. Especially in game number 1, he did in fact go bio, but he went for a tank push. Now I think the general rule, if you're Terran, once the factory finishes, you scan the main of the Zerg just to see the progress of their tech. If they have a Queen's Nest building, it means your tank push will generally not arrive before Hive Tech is done. But if the Queen's Nest hasn't even started, then you could realistically try to go for a tank push and play the kind of micro game where you try to protect your tanks from Lings and Mutas. Unfortunately, this micro game that you play is unbelievably hard if you're cross spawn, right? Because then you have to push out into this open area where the Mutas can dog your forces from every conceivable angle. So I would generally not advise going for 3 tank pushes if you know that you're playing against cross spawn. In these cases, I almost always just go straight into SK Terran, get my vessels out as quickly as possible. Might do some light pressure by moving out Marines if I go for like 3 racks, but generally I want to wait until vessels are out. Yeah, the racks not running 24/7 is not good data. Especially since we are going 1 racks. Like any kind of 1 racks build, if you don't have your barracks constantly producing Marines, you're gonna not have a lot of Marines when the Mutas come. And you always want a lot of Marines when the Mutas get there. That's in fact the entire point of a 2 racks academy. It isn't necessarily to put on pressure with the initial 7 to 8 Marines and 2 medics. Putting on pressure is good, but it's not the main purpose of it. The main purpose of the build is just so that you have enough Marines to defend, comfortably defend the initial Muta attack. And also it prevents the Zerg from being too greedy. Alright, so we have an initial 5-6 Lings moving out. Going to probably position themselves right outside of the natural for the Terran to spot for any move outs. We have started our additional 3 barracks. I think Ronin is once again going for the tried and true +1 eBay pressure build. And this time I sort of expect him to smoothly transition into double Stargate SK Terran, or double Starport SK Terran. Forcing out the sunks are important, or forcing out the sunks are good, but you can't always force them out is the thing. Sometimes Zerg will just have enough to be able to deal with it without the sunkens, and you have to be really careful not to lose your Marine ball if, for example, they have speedlings out on the map, or if their mutas are going to come out really quick. Wait a second, we have Hydras here. This is a crazy deviation that I didn't even notice was going on. And because our factory is a little bit late here, this might be kind of a scary push from Zerg. McRibbed, this is something I've noticed with McRibbed. So McRibbed has a bit of a reputation for playing very standard games most of the time. But something I've noticed lately is that he has started to incorporate a lot of unorthodox play into his sort of style. And this is definitely an example of that. Because we don't have a layer quite yet, this can't really magically turn into a lurker contain. And I think with this well-placed bunker and stim done, factory, building the machine shop, this should not be able to threaten much with Ronin. And I think a lurker contain from this position, it might not come fast enough to be able to deal with the initial tanks. But we'll see. If he banks enough gas and comes out with like 8 lurkers at once, that might be hard for Terran to deal with. So McRibbed actually doing a really good job of target firing these, forcing Ronin to pull back here with his initial ball of Marines. Generally, if you have enough Hydras, you can out DPS the healing of the medics there. So Ronin has to be really careful with how he proceeds from here. The first tank is out, siege mode not quite done. But at this point, we're going to have to be very careful with how we push out here, because McRibbed has thus far proven to be very adept at micro. additional hydras are being built along with additional hatcheries. I think we're committing to this hydra play very, very hard here. Yeah, McRibbed playing really good. McRibbed playing really good today, honestly. Like, I'm kind of curious how he lost that initial game against Ronin, but these victories have been very, very convincing from him. Dude, that egg will literally never die unless you have, like, unless you go mech. Like, these tanks can kill that egg, but Marines take, like, 20 million years. I'm pretty sure they have, like, 10 armor. All right, so the siege tanks are out. McRibbed doing a good job of positioning himself in a way that would probably force Ronin to siege every, like, 20 seconds, which is definitely not what you want. But unfortunately, his army is actually a little bit scattered here. Ronin jumping on the opportunity to pick off a couple hydras, but a bunch of the hydras from the left-hand side going to come in here and snipe one of the tanks. That's actually huge. That is actually huge, and he kills 2 more Marines on the reinforcing side as well. And this push is already starting to look like a disaster. We are going to continue to stream units across the map. McRibbed's hydras are going to take the long way around to probably meet back with his friends over here. Lurkers are already starting to get built, but these lurkers are not going to finish on time to be able to defend Ronin's attack here. But I feel like that might not even matter, because as McRibbed, we have enough hydras to basically clean this up all on their own without any kind of lurker help. But not if Ronin manages to continuously pick off units like this. These 3 lurkers are unfortunately a little bit mispositioned here. But now we see McRibbed going to start attacking from both sides here. One of the armies actually connects first from the bottom side. These 2 lurkers are going to come up and bury themselves as well. Burrow, I mean. And McRibbed actually cleanly disposes of that army. Now Ronin is unfortunately in a very, very, very bad position. That push, he basically needed that push to work. This is a very classic mistake that lower level Terrans make, where they don't push right when they have enough units. They kind of push when they feel like they're able to. But most of the time, you need to have the critical mass to be able to push, even if the Zerg is going for lurkers instead of mutas. Especially McRibbed, though, who is, like, really, really good at micro. All right, push 2 Electric Bungaloo coming out from Ronin's base here. We have 3 tanks, which is a lot. 3 tanks is very, very strong. And 2 vessels as well, although the vessels are not going to do quite a whole lot. There are a couple lurkers out on the field. They're going to get irradiated, but only 2 irradiates out so far. And the main problem isn't even the lurkers. The main problem is actually the hydras. We just have so many hydras as Zerg that I fear for Ronin. I feel like Ronin might not survive the attack. And even if McRibbed doesn't attack, if he can just contain Ronin on these 2 bases while getting a 4th of his own, he will eventually win the War of Attrition. All right, we're going to push on the left-hand side here. There are a whole bunch of lurkers on the cliff, but McRibbed actually going to take this opportunity to attack and pounce on these tanks here. A lot of Marines actually died to the lurkers on top of the ramp, but now that all the tanks are dead, I feel like McRibbed, feeling confident in himself, is just going to move straight into the Terran's base. We simply do not have the unit count to be able to defend this many hydras and this many lurkers. The lurkers move up forward and burrow now in range of the bunker, but we are being quite wasteful here. The tank behind and the SCV is able to repair the bunker on the backhand side here. Unfortunately going to cause McRibbed to lose this attack. An excellent hold from Ronin, honestly. But unfortunately for him, this attack didn't actually need to work. This is a good victory for Ronin, It's going to even out the playing field a little bit, but it's still quite an uphill battle. Actually, there is a drop that just came down. Unfortunately, missed that here. One singular drop ship. Going to cause a lot of damage on the backside of this, but I feel like McRibbed might just have too much of a lead here. It doesn't quite equalize the game out, but these little moves from Ronin is definitely going to help him crawl back into this game. We're actually committing fully into SK here, but a second factory is very, very smart for Ronin to have. We're going to go into double factory production with Marines, medics, and some science vessels to support. I imagine the science vessels are mostly to irradiate defilers if McRibbed decides to start building them. The hive is already on the way. Double Evo chamber going to start pumping out upgrades. The dropship for Ronin actually coming back safely here. Second dropship is also finished. So I think Ronin is going to try and get back into this game mostly with dropship play, and the double factory is to prevent himself from dying and going to help him secure a third base, which he desperately needs. This mineral, the main base is now down to like 1 to 200 minerals per patch. The natural also starting to run out. We're at like basically 35 to 40% mine. 30 to 45% of the resources left there. So securing this third base is absolutely vital for Ronin. Unfortunately, as Ronin is beginning to secure his third, McRibbed is securing his fourth and is already starting to mine here. Ronin gonna push out into the middle of the base. I don't know if I would advise doing a move like this, especially since Zerg just has so many units. I think we actually need to turtle up. But Ronin actually, very bold move here, going to siege out onto the middle of the map. There are a lot of lurkers for McRibbed, but Ronin's position is actually very exposed. I think there is an opportunity here for McRibbed to get a large surround on this army, and I think if he can surround this army, the game might simply end right here, right now. This is a very, very precarious position for Ronin. He has a lot of units, and he has 5 tanks and 3 vessels. This army is nothing to scoff at, but the position that Ronin finds himself in might be a little bit too advantageous for McRibbed. If McRibbed can get a big surround, the amount of surface area that this army is covering is unbelievably high. If McRibbed can somehow take advantage of this and attack from basically 3 sides at once, I think he'll be able to clean up this army without a lot of trouble. But his army being split up here is going to be a little bit of a detriment, but he unsieges all of his tanks, and this is the time that McRibbed decides to pounce. He sieges the tanks down on the bottom hand side here, but not before the Zerg army is already pretty much completely on top of the Terran. A good D-Matrix going to defend this tank for a really long time. A second D-Matrix going to defend the tank that McRibbed is currently targeting. But this army has mostly been wiped out, and Zerg, with the reinforcements coming from the bottom hand side, should be able to tear him apart. Ronin's army has been completely defeated. There are a lot of tanks behind this, but it just kind of seems like every single time Ronin tries to move out, he is met with a complete wipe of his army. And only now does he start to build this command center. I originally thought he was moving out his army to secure the third base, but it seemed like he was he attempted a bit of an all-out attack first that just unfortunately doesn't have the power to deal with McRibbed's economic position here. McRibbed's macro on point, his micro is on point, and Ronin is running out of options. Yeah, still no third base here for Ronin. The natural is close to getting mined out. I mean, it has like 25% of its resources left. The main base is, for all intents and purposes, completely mined out. So if Ronin doesn't secure this third, he is simply going to lose. Oh my god. That's some kind of war crime right there. Hive is already done, by the way, Navane. We have our Defiler Mound building. Once we have Defilers out, I think there's nothing that Terran can really do. I think Ronin's best play at this point is to secure the third and transition to mech. And just try to take the most efficient trades possible. Oops, I almost missed this drop here. I saw the initial dropships move out, but then I got distracted by something else. This is a pretty effective drop. Going to kill a lot of drones, but these Hydras should be able to come in here and mostly wipe this out. These little moves are unfortunately not bringing Ronin the success that he truly needs to be able to come back into this game. And McRibbed actually pounces on this army as well. Gonna be able to pick off one tank, but loses a lurker in the process. Ronin, I think he's gonna try and aim to destroy this base. If he can kill that base, that might be a victory that he needs to get back into this game. This base, by the way, he's leaving completely exposed. Like, Ronin does not have the army to be able to defend that base and attack at the same time, so this is quite a gamble here. First of all, if this doesn't work, it's 100% over, because at that point McRibbed can literally just A-move the third. But even if this attack does work, McRibbed can A-move the third anyway. So we'll see. He does kind of let Ronin take a really strong position on this medium ground here. I don't know if I should call it a low ground or a high ground. But this is a very tough position for Zerg to deal with, especially since we can only really attack from one angle. I think McRibbed might do well to try and position some units here, but coming up from the low ground is not a good angle to come from, so it might not even be worth it to try and surround here. The one thing McRibbed has going for him is that if Terran tries to attack up into this base, that might be the opportunity that McRibbed is looking for to try and attack up into here. These tanks are very, very, very exposed. D-Matrix coming down on one of them. Ronin has actually been very, very on top of D-Matrixes, but unfortunately loses everything on the low ground to this army. And this bio, although it is scary and is going to do a lot of damage, probably kill every single structure and has the capability of killing every single drone, unfortunately unable to secure a total victory here before being completely wiped out. And now I feel like McRibbed can counterattack into the third base of Ronin and just end the game. If Ronin can't defend the third base, he's out of resources. Yeah, if we hadn't lost all our medics, it's possible that that attack could have gone very differently. That was absolutely brutal. But at this point, this base seems to be indefensible. I feel like once we essentially kill and or cut off this base from the rest of the Terran army, and I think we're gonna see Ronin GG. All right, 6 tanks are moving out here, but they have to be very careful because McRibbed's army is right on top of this high ground here. Dude, we don't give a fuck. We're just going straight for it. 7 tanks? Who cares? Let's just attack. And I mean, it's kind of working. These 3 lurkers, there's no scans. Where's the detection? Ronin forced to retreat here after losing 5 tanks. That is too many tanks. That is way too many tanks to lose to this. And I'm so surprised McRibbed isn't just attacking here. Like, that immediately ends the game. That will immediately end the game if he attacks there. I don't think Ronin simply has the unit count required to secure these 2 bases. Not at the same time. Oh my god, ultras are out. That's how McRibbed plans on ending. We're advancing up into this position here. McRibbed, now that the ultras are out, there should be no universe in which Ronin sees a victory path here. GG, well played! Congrats to McRibbed, the king of Tier 2. GG! GG! Alright, guys. that is the end of the King of the Hill, or not King of the Hill, King of the Tier tournament. Let me just quickly go over the bracket again. Here we are. Congrats to McRibbed for winning. Good try to Ronin getting 2nd place. Discovery taking 3rd place. And that concludes the cast for Tier 2. I don't know if any of the other tiers are ongoing right now, but I sort of expected this to be... Okay, so there is another tier going on, or there's another game going on for Tier 3. Unfortunately, I do have to leave after this set of finals. So I won't be able to cast any of the other finals. But I do believe Staged is here all day. And he is already on it when it comes to Tier 3. So we're going to go ahead and raid him. And that would be the end of today's stream. Thank you guys for watching. It's a bit unfortunate how I bombed out of this tournament like basically immediately, losing to a Ling Rush and then losing to a Protoss on Eclipse. But overall, I had a good time casting. I hope you guys had a good time watching, and I'll send you guys over to Staged. See you guys later.